into the world. Uno momento.
Okay.
Un moment for the Canadians among us.
Yes, there you go.
Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Oui.
All right. You are, in fact, rolling on the YouTube. I see your lovely faces.
Excellent.
And
So-
someone's head.
We have made it to the third and final day of the 9th annual Mock Draft Palooza. It's still anyone's competitive mock drafting tournament to win. But there's a couple of people who have particularly strong days 1 and 2. So maybe you can pull it out with an amazing day 3. And we're on the clock with our first selection in round number 6.
Which is a board pick, so
Which is
you go
always
ahead.
Fun. Okay. Just confirming is. Let me make sure that's the one. Yeah, so the selection is Jarek Bernard Converse from Louisiana State University. Cornerback.
He made himself a lot of money in the pre-draft circuit.
Correct. His tape was, as the kids say, kind of mid, but he managed to sort of pull the bacon out of the fire in the pre-draft process.
I like my bacon crispy.
There you go. Well, he got crispied up a couple times. You may not want to watch that Mississippi game too carefully, but he did right the ship a little bit in the postseason. Okay, that brings us to Tampa on the clock, which is the one, the only Chris Ransom, or iPhone, as it says here.
The sheet says yesterday. The sheet said the Ravens had this pick, and I did not trade this pick to the Ravens. So I'm glad we got that ironed out. And I'm gonna take a corner here. I just need a few. I'm going to try to look at the board and make my decision as quickly as possible. I'm just looking at the board and seeing who the best corner is. I know what I want to do.
Can you hold on for 1 second?
Oh,
As a part of your trading, did you trade that pick or no?
that's what we're double checking. Yeah, I thought that.
That's what I was about to say. I think you
No,
traded
because
that
the
pick to
Texans
me.
got that pick and traded it to the Buccaneers in the trade that sent Shaq Mason to Tampa Bay. That's how Tampa got this pick.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense then.
Okay, that's
we're
because I was
sure
trying
that-
to figure out how Tampa Bay owned that pick, because Wikipedia said the Texans owned that pick, but Draft Tech and another site said the Buccaneers owned that pick, and I found out they got that pick in the trade that sent Shaq Mason to Houston as their new right guard.
So it's a
Yeah,
real
but-
life. Hang on,
But
it's a
in
real
this
life trade.
one, I guess I'm confused because in this draft, Houston sent 161 and 179 for Patrick McQueen
Queen.
or
Right.
McQueen.
Not the Queen, just Queen, yes.
McQueen.
See, now I'm showing my age because I remember the television show.
Well, Patrick McQueen, great movies in the 70s.
Look, if you want to give the Ravens a free pick, that is mine. I don't care, because the Buccaneers have 3 6th-round picks, and I don't want 3 6th-round picks because it's the mark of the beast. So if you want to give the Ravens a free pick on me, I'm game.
So are you sure that
The
pick that
Steelers
you
will
want
accept
is
the
not
pick.
Strategy, Chris. Yes, did
You
not
already
happen.
made a trade. You already made a trade without looking at the draft chart, and I really don't want to argue over this. So if the Ravens
think,
want this pick, cool.
think,
If I have this pick, that's cool too. Whatever.
Just
I think the
fine.
argument
Just
should
no. Let
go to
him.
whoever. Who's it
I-
supposed to go to? We should be able to figure out.
We're
who's
just,
supposed
it's
to go to.
okay. We can just double check. All those things are in the notes. So we're just going to make sure. But Chris, I
The
appreciate
Steelers-
you being patient.
The Steelers will accept the burden of this pick if no one wants it.
so? But I'm looking at your Tankathon right now, which I think is the most up to date one, and it shows this pick is Tampa Bay. So
Just go to Tampa. Just go to Tampa. Don't worry about it. I'm not
Maybe
worried
we
about
could make the other pick for Queen be 188.
188.
Unless there's some objections, that's So let
That's
it be,
probably the fairest thing to do. Send that
Yeah,
Houston
let's do it
pick to
that way.
Baltimore and just let me have my pick back because that
There
was
we go.
originally my pick thanks to the Shaq Mason trade.
right. So
Yeah, I
let it
think
be
that-
written.
that makes
So
sense.
let it be done.
All right.
Great.
Working on it now.
No problem. Take your time, Joey.
No, don't worry about it. It's not too hard.
We can pick anyway, so we know now
Yeah.
whose pick it is.
It's a pretty good lineman there at the end of the fifth. I'm looking at with Jared Patterson and Emil
Yeah.
Ikafor.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
start.
it was at the end of the round. We were talking about how good round 4 and 5 were for many teams. It was ludicrously good for some teams. Rounds 4.
McBride at the end of the rounds.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there.
Yes.
All right. Tampa Bay, go for it.
Go for it, Tampa.
Still looking at my cornerback rankings. I think is Cameron Mitchell, cornerback Northwestern, on the board. I'm double checking to make sure he hasn't been picked yet.
He is
I'm
still there.
100% certain he's still there.
We're gonna
Yeah,
lock him in then because he's my top 4th round corner. I have him graded ahead of Darius Rush.
Nice.
So we're going to go ahead and take him here as because, the Buccaneers might have to cut Carlton Davis next year after extending Jamel Dean and promoting him from number 3 to number 2 corner. We have Zion McCollum. We really don't have any depth at corner. So we're going to get Cameron Mitchell, cornerback Northwestern, right here in round 6. Go ahead and lock that in, guys.
Yeah, CD3 might be one of those literal
That's a good one.
draft day trades in the real draft when it actually happens.
Yeah, draft starts Thursday.
So
Maybe he'll go to the Chargers with all the juniors and
So Cameron Mitchell is a Buccaneer. That is the official pick at 179.
So San Francisco has the board at 180, has the pick. This pick was traded to San Francisco as part of the earlier trade down. Corey, you want to take it?
Check on some of our GMs.
Give me.
Hold on.
No, was it San Francisco or was it the Steelers?
I have Steelers.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it was the Steelers. My bad. The Steelers traded.
This is your guy, Will. You can have it.
Okay, the Steelers acquired this pick in the trade down. Sorry, I got mixed up on my teams at 180. Although we drafted Nolan Smith early, I think he's only going to be a part-time guy rushing from the edge. Most of the time, he'll be off the ball, I think. So there's still, even with Nolan Smith being added to the mix, the Steelers basically have nobody on the roster right now behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. And Highsmith may or may not be a Steeler next year. I think that's, they're talking like they're going to try an extension, but I find it very difficult to believe that's the long-term interest of the team. So anyway, we're drafting an edge here. This guy is, he's like a year overaged, which was, I think, the only reason he's available here in round 6. His production is stupid. I think he had 27 and a half tackles for loss this season. And where is he? There he is. Terrell Johnson, the edge from Liberty, is the pick for Pittsburgh.
All right.
Yeah, we discussed him recently on your show. Fun player.
Yeah, we were talking about him coming from Campbell. He came from ASA, the JUCO that we were talking about in Brooklyn.
Yep.
That has all, it has a star-studded cast. So but he's
I'm
very
double checking something here. I think I have a 7th round grade on this player, but I think he's going to go a lot earlier than that in real life. Like I mocked him in round 7, but I think he's going to go a lot earlier than that in real life. And his tape impressed me. Is Nick Hampton, Appalachian State available? Because I swear he got picked. If he's there, we'll take him as a
Still there.
I'm pretty sure.
player
we
for
will
Joe
take-
Tryon.
That's one of the players I was tracking in my head.
Yeah.
And yes, very much available.
I think he's a little undersized to be an edge guy, but I think that he's a really he's a good football player that'll find a way to make your team and make you better. Probably going to end up being either a good off-ball starter.
Well, we got
or
Barrett
special
and
teams.
Tryon as our starters, so we can use him as a rotational player. We don't have to play him right away.
And he could
That's
probably play
pretty
Sam
much the
backer for
strategy.
you, conventional linebacker role and then be a designated pass rusher at times.
Exactly, which is a good deal.
Yep, Rams are on the clock.
Okay.
That's Jim.
So the Rams have no backup quarterback on the roster. So this pick is Aiden O'Connell, quarterback Purdue.
Some people would argue they don't even have a quarterback on the roster.
Uh,
Smart pick. If you didn't want a quarterback, I could have offered you Trask for your selection, but you would have politely declined that.
I don't know if I
Because we have Trey Lance and Baker Mayfield now. So essentially, Trask is trade bait for a 6th or 7th round pick.
That's his very
Or-
subtle way of letting people know that if you'd like to pick up a
Or-
slightly used backup
by
quarterback,
the way,
or
Has Trask ever played?
I
I
want to
see
say
the
or
Rams as
just-
acquiring draft capital, not giving it up because I think the tank is on.
Yeah.
Right. So
Smart.
like
Raise
the
tank.
Rams,
Oh, definitely.
everything I'm doing for the Rams is about 2024. It's not about 2023.
right, which makes sense.
Definitely rebuild season.
100%. 100%.
Check on Lamar real quick.
So just to make you guys aware, I'm on the move, but I'm going to stay connected. I may not be
Okay.
able to check the sim for a couple minutes.
Okay.
I will try to do it when I'm stopped. I'm driving, so
Oh,
Damn it, Will.
I couldn't think my football was canceled today, so I couldn't do this from the field like I did last year. But I am doing it while driving in New York City, so pray for me.
yes. I will pray for you either way. But let me check on Lamar.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Okay, so Lamar. Oh, okay. And Brock is in a meeting. Okay. So Brock's next pick is. It's like it's a ways away.
Hey, Greg, to the end of something you were saying earlier, just before we started picking, the thing about you see a player in pro day or in practice for an all-star game, your sense of who that player is so much better than even seeing a game, even going to a game and seeing a player.
Partially. I'm just saying I don't weight it as much as a lot of people do, right? I get old school on this. I trust tape. That's what I trust, right?
Sure.
That's so I'm just saying I just that's for me. That's just my own way of doing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I buy that. I think it's a little bit of everything. I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
I'm not a person who downgrades any part of the evaluation.
It's funny you should mention that. I'm in the process of writing an article for Team MBS Media called 10 Draft Commandments, sort of a shout out to the late great Biggie Smalls. And that's one of the things I talk about is that it all matters. There's nothing that doesn't matter. You just have to figure out which things matter and how much and which way. Okay, so I'm.
And for me, when I get into that whole argument, okay, you want the recent history? Zach Wilson. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I would argue that a lot of people fell in love with him based on tape, supposedly.
Yes,
because he only had really one game that was bad. Everything else, he looked great.
Evaluating quarterbacks, middle of the field players, especially, almost impossible to do on tape because the college game is so different because of the habit.
Different from the pro game. Yep.
But
You have to look for traits and
Five.
how they win or don't win.
Yeah.
I think.
It's 20.
I mean, like last year, I said the Commanders got an absolute steal in Sam Howell because everybody was pounding him down. But if you looked at the previous year when he actually had weapons around him, that was a pretty damn good quarterback.
Yep.
But they dismissed the fact that he had nobody left the next year, right? I mean,
Josh Downs was, I think, a sophomore that year, but yeah, I mean, he had Antoine Green, who I think was a junior, and that tight end who I think transferred out. But what was the really skinny but really talented tight end that transferred away?
he
was it Ratliff? Was that his last name?
think it wasn't it Ratliff?
I'm trying to remember what his last name was, but I liked that kid. And then it's like, oh, he's gone. I was starting my work for Carolina for this season. Like, oh, wait, where'd he go? And it's like, oh, he transferred. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, we're getting a response.
I wasn't here when I picked Jaron Hall. How do y'all like him?
He's old. I'm here, by the way.
He's old.
What's
Yeah.
up, Dad?
Jaron
Oh,
I mean,
Hall.
hey.
that's
He's
true.
getting hooker.
He's got adequate velocity, good accuracy. I mean, he does some things really well. Just someone that's
Mobile.
25 and not a finished
He's
product.
old.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks play to
I would like
Jaron
him more if
Hall.
he was younger. I he kind of reminds me of Russell Wilson. I know that's overused, but
Jaron Hall is the same age as Lamar Jackson. That's a problem. That's
right
a
now,
problem. Yeah, right now. He's the same
Oh,
age as Lamar
man.
Jackson. That's a problem.
How's that a
Fun
problem,
fact,
though?
before
How
Jaron
old-
Hall entered the transfer portal, he played for a few years at the DeVry
Oh,
Institute of Technology
Correct.
college football program, a JUCO program. DeVry, they have a JUCO program now. I'm kidding.
Ew.
That is correct.
Seriously?
He's
Wow.
done.
I used to see the commercials. I'm
And
shocked.
didn't he play college baseball? He played college baseball for 2 years somewhere
So
too,
not-
right?
He did play college baseball, yeah.
So not a high academic kid is what you're saying. Not a very high academic kid. Gotcha.
Oh my God. And then you add to that the 2-year Mormon mission, so that's how you get to his age.
Yep.
Stop age shaming quarterbacks and players. In the NFL nowadays, quarterbacks are playing until they're 40.
I'm an
I
age
don't
fan.
care if
I'm
the
an age
quarterback's
fan.
26-year-old
I'm definitely
and can
gonna
be my
age shame.
franchise quarterback for the next 10 to 12 years. It does not matter. Definitely this late in the draft. Like,
Oh, yeah,
age
this is the
shaming
draft.
is such a weak
Yeah,
Okay,
but
draft.
wait, hold on.
The pick is in.
When did Jaron Hall go? What round?
I took him in
The
the
fifth, right?
And what?
I pick 150.
Yeah, pick
Oh,
150.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
So only 49 selections ahead of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. So the pick is in. It's Darius Davis, the wide receiver / kick return specialist from Texas Christian University.
So what's up with Jameson
Had the
Williams?
best 40
I saw he
time
got-
as well.
Speedster.
That makes a switch in.
He got suspended
know
for
what's gonna
betting
happen
on
to
NBA
Jameson.
games.
Right, but how long is he suspended for?
6
Switch
games,
in.
Damn.
which messes
That's
with
not,
the
that's
Lions.
not that bad compared to
That's because the Lions are now forced. They're now forced to essentially draft a receiver, in a
Again.
different draft because
Again,
they're
yes.
I think their current wide receiver 2 is Josh Reynolds, which is I don't know if
How would
I
you want?
wait, hold on. Is that Marvin Jones?
There you go. 6 of one and half dozen plus one of the other.
Yeah, Marvin Jones. We got St. Brown.
St. Brown's. St. Brown's good. Yeah, St.
And
Brown's.
he's
Well, St. Brown's
You
good.
can't
They're passing
draft one
offense.
quarterback every year. You can't, like, when you're in like round 5, round 6.
right.
Right.
There's certain positions you should draft every year, and I agree quarterback is one of them.
All right,
I
so
think cornerback's one of those.
Corner, wide
who we
receiver.
on now?
Brandon Bean takes one of each.
So
every
the
year.
pick is in for Darius Davis.
And now from the Lions.
DER, yeah, DERIUS. So it's Dare with an E, Darius Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. I'm stopped. I pulled over to.
Oh yeah, don't have an accident because of this, Will. That would
Yes.
suck. I mean, it would get our YouTube hits up, but it's not worth it.
Yeah,
Will, do you want me to
so-
start
Hilarious
sharing?
mock draft fail gets 500,000 views. Like, yeah, it's not worth it though.
What?
So in that trade is approved.
Okay, somebody tell me what the pick is at 183. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, so
Darius Davis from TCU.
Yep.
Oh, that's the first one picked? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, let's pick it up just a little bit here.
yeah, we're trying. between people
We're on 180.
multitasking and
We're
somebody
on 184 now?
I believe I
Sorry.
traded 2 of my 6th rounders to Denver, or did I trade all of them? I forget. Can somebody, because I moved up for Charlie Jones yesterday.
Right.
Um,
This one is my pick for Broncos.
I think
That's really good.
I think I moved all of them for the 5th and 7th, if I'm not mistaken.
and just for
New England, yeah.
just for cleaning up purposes, it's DE on Darius. Oh, you got it. You spelled right. Excellent.
Yep, I
Got
got
it.
it.
Got it.
DERIUS space DAVIS.
Yeah, we got it right on both
Got it.
places
Thank you.
already. We're good.
Thank you,
Good
Chris.
I
job,
know,
good job, Dad,
I know
good
you
job.
guys got it. I was just imitating a script spelling bee contestant that wanted to spell that name or had to
Okay,
spell
so
that name.
sorry, Jim. Go ahead.
All right. So Broncos are going to select Nick Saldiveri, Old Dominion.
Great
Yo.
value.
Old Dominion
Very
represent.
good player.
Yeah,
Did I
That
ever
might be a day one starter in the 6th round.
there'll be another couple of tackles.
Before my
that'll-
mom met my dad, she dated the now Dean of Old Dominion, but she thought he was kind of boring, so she broke up with him and then met my dad shortly afterward. But the current Dean of Old Dominion used to date my mom.
Now that's hilarious.
Dean of which school, Chris?
Hey,
Old Dominion.
just quickly before I
Old
get
Dominion.
Right,
The
but
Dean
which,
of Old Dominion used
like
to date my
deans are
mom.
over a particular school. So like the school of business, the school of law, the school of, that's how deans work. So you're over a particular sub. It's like
yeah.
it's like being a
Well,
battalion
my
commander
mom
in the army.
majored in accounting, so I'm guessing it's a finance or business major, probably.
Got it.
By the
Okay.
guess.
Got it.
Dean of
or
the
if you're
business
Dean
school.
Smith, you're the
Gotcha.
Dean of basketball.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
My
Jackson,
coach.
Bell.
Sorry, 1 second. Jolene, can you start the screen share so you guys don't lose it while I'm moving?
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Just make sure it works before you lose me.
Yes. Before he
Okey-dokey.
goes to his last days of April home, before he goes to his May home.
Oh yeah, his summer home.
Beautiful.
I was
Okay,
gonna say for the positions tab in the sheets, Charlie Jones is not on there. I was looking at him, but he just said he drafted him.
He's been drafted.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's not on the positions little sheet deal.
So Charlie Jones.
For positions?
The position tab.
Yeah, the position.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, somewhere.
Oh, I guess he didn't make it. Darn.
I guess he's available.
Still available.
I'll throw him in there then.
Fun fact. He and Aiden
Davis.
O'Connell played Little League Baseball.
Charlie Jones, not Davis.
There we go. No, not Charlie Davis.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I can't even think of it. Charlie
right.
Davis in this one.
All right.
Correct.
Looks like the Jaguars are up next.
Charles
Correct?
Davis is my buddy.
Some of us remember him as a hard-hitting safety back in the day.
Yeah.
Man.
Now a hard-hitting draft expert.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say. He seems like such a nice guy. I met him a couple
Yeah, he
of
seems like
times.
such a nice
You
guy.
know what I
but
mean?
He used to kill people coming across the middle, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He does CBS games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But all right, so it's Jaguars
And
up, right?
NFL Network.
Yes, it is. You are on the.
Jacksonville.
All right, this is an easy one for the Jaguars. Please let me know if I'm mistaken, but I've already checked the board. Jaguars here need to get a little bit of offensive line help. They're gonna get some help in versatility and athleticism. They're gonna draft CD Show, offensive lineman out of Eastern Michigan.
Oh,
a
another slow
super
clap
athletic.
moment.
Hey, can you
super
sorry,
athletic
can you pass
guy.
on the can somebody pass on the mailing address of the Jaguars GM so that San Francisco 49ers can send him a delightful present? We really appreciate that.
Another slow clap draft pick. Oh my God.
Yes. So we're getting versatility, we're getting length, size, and we're going to help protect Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be great. Yeah, explosiveness. Just he has some technical things and some mental things to clean up, but everything else just looks so good with him.
Great player. A
Yeah,
steal at this point.
he can at times be a little over aggressive. Like we like a certain level, but yeah, at times he gets almost not to the like Trevor Penning like WWE heel stuff, but but sometimes he gets too far out over his skis, is I guess how they used to put it.
Speaking of WWE heel stuff, the Canadian that plays for the Memphis Grizzlies is number 1 on that list of future WWE heels right now.
Yes, no one but.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he's on the heel on the AEW or whatever.
He tucked his tail last night. He stopped talking trash after the game.
Well, he refused to talk after the game.
I couldn't understand that ass looking, so you had to hit LeBron in the nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Yeah, that was not accessible, but
Just take your ass looking and move on.
And you're going to get booted for sure for doing that to the king. You're gone.
Oh,
He avoided a
definitely.
suspension.
That's like cross-checking Wayne Gretzky.
All right, we got the Titans up. But
Oh, by the way, did y'all see that? Did you see that hit for hockey last night?
Yeah.
That dude got slammed into the damn.
He got smoked.
okay.
we have an eye on the Titans.
That's
Yeah.
Double J, right? Let me hop back over to Twitter DMs.
Okay, I have the pick.
Yes, good.
Is Thompson Robinson still available?
Dorian Thompson
Yeah,
Robinson.
DTR.
Yes, Dorian Thompson Robinson is still there.
Then that's the pick.
That's an excellent selection, and
That is an
fantastic
excellent
value.
pick. I took him in round 4 of my 7-round group mock on Facebook because I had a 3rd-round grade on him. But I already have Patriots. I've already got players around Mac Jones, and I traded for Trey Lance, so I really didn't need him.
Yeah, no, not Trey Lance.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really need him in Tampa Bay, and you know,
But
I've got
his
Mac
arm,
and
his
Zach.
arm is really inaccurate, but you know.
I love this pick for Tennessee because he can come in and compete with Malik Willis for the backup gig, and I honestly think he can take that from Malik.
Yeah. I think he's
No,
got a
his quarterback is fine one.
I think he might very well work out as a quarterback, but he would be an ideal halfback in a pony backfield because he might be the best
Yes, he
block
would be.
quarterback of all time.
I mean, you could theoretically create a wildcat option offense
Yeah.
with ETR, Malik Willis, and Derrick Henry.
Yes,
Yeah, some kind of like diamond formation.
DTR is a guy who screams Eagles, just the way he delivers the ball and how much they love RPOs. He's got a very snappy release.
Yeah, the ball comes out quickly. I'll give him that.
And then he can do everything that Hurts can. Not everything, but he's serviceable running. He might not have the frame to take
some of those
carry the ball 15 times, but
not a 600-pound squat guy like Jalen Hurts.
Okay,
but when we're talking backup, there's only so much you can get.
All right. Broncos are back up.
Broncos, yes.
Yeah.
So we're taking Mike Morris from Michigan, edge.
Yeah, move now.
Right, and one of the younger players at that position in the class, as Will and I were discussing. He's
this is
21.
right here.
Yeah, he had a good year last year. Very lengthy.
Yes.
Very lengthy.
Well, I was going to break my, rule that I have against ever touching anybody from that school up north with Morris for the Ravens because of course the Ravens, no matter what year it is, will always draft an edge. So
Exactly.
I'm going to take KJ Henry, Clemson.
Well, I literally was just looking.
No way. He's still there? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I have a 3rd-round grade on KJ Henry. I think he's a better
KJ
fit for a
Henry.
43 defense, but he's an amazing value pick in round 6.
So
Yeah,
I'm
just looking
actually
at it.
still
ridiculous.
doing the Eric DaCosta thing. The board is just falling to me for these things. I can't help it. It just happens.
That's how it usually goes for the Ravens.
Yep. Everything just
All
falls
right.
into their laps.
Jim, you're up. The Rams.
The Rams are selecting running back Israel Abikonda.
He's gone.
No, he's gone.
I think he was the second running back off the board.
No, not cut.
Was he? No
No.
way.
He should have been. He should have been, but I think he was the 5th, maybe.
I think he was
Yeah.
4th or 5th. Yeah.
I think he was He was like at top of the third or top
He went
of
to
the third.
Arizona.
Well,
Which
I missed
Arizona?
it.
He was
Sorry.
the fifth
It's,
running
it's
back.
tough
The
tracking
fifth
a
running back.
spreadsheet. Is Kenny McIntosh available?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Kenny
He
McIntosh.
is
Okay, Kenny
available.
McIntosh.
And this
Just
is
looking at it.
about where he should go. I see people talking about him in the third. This is where I like Kenny McIntosh.
I have McIntosh around 6 or 7, so this is
Yeah,
about
yeah.
where he could go.
Right. This is the right. I've heard people talking about him in the top 100 or 125, and I'm like,
Ooh, that's
no.
a
And it's
little
like
too
he's
rich
only a
for my
1-year
blood.
starter. Calm down, guys. He's a good player, but only a 1-year starter at Georgia. He was the third stringer to James Cook and Zamir White a year ago.
Right.
I don't.
That's fine. Not
More
in
than-
the
Once
top
again, the guy
120.
with fumbling
Good
problems.
receiving back.
Yes.
Like him. Very good receiving back.
And for where he's going, this, like I said, makes sense.
I'll say it for Will. Nobody cares about this pick. Oh,
Thank you.
you're welcome, Will.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was Ravens.
Yeah.
Browns are ready. You guys need them.
All right, wait, hold on one second.
Yes, we're doing a little housekeeping.
No, you're good. That's why I'm just saying I'm here and ready.
I love that about you. Hey, where's your brother?
Out with the wife, I guess today.
Oh, okay, that's okay. There's
They
nothing
didn't
wrong.
know. They didn't know and haven't kids. That's one.
Yes, no. He's got at least half of that he's killing. I don't know about the other part.
Yeah.
Hello, my.
He's gonna try to be on tonight's episode.
Oh, cool.
The Mocking with You podcast.
Got it.
Yeah, good advertisement there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
here
right,
for.
brownies, let's go.
Okay, for the first time in 28 years, former basketball player for arch rivals across town, the Cleveland Browns select offensive lineman Jake Witt, Northern Michigan.
Nice.
Another
What about
slow
Tyson?
clap pick. This is a good bunch of that.
I
guy's-
mocked Jake Witt to the Browns in my real life 7-round mock draft initially, and then I think I ended up mocking him to another team, but was my initial pick for my mock. They're the exact player too, like initially.
That's
But it's a
crazy.
great value here.
It's a
They
fantastic
knew
a
him.
guy who was a potential to be a starting left tackle in the NFL, which
Yeah.
there's only a handful of those left.
And I think he weighed 215 pounds 2 years ago. if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
he put on a lot of weight.
How much is he weigh now?
300. He weighed over 300 at the pro day when he
Yeah, he
did
was
that.
just over 300.
Goodness gracious.
306, I think, at his pro day.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's a little shout out to my dad's alum. He's an alum of Northern Michigan, also with Steve Mariucci
Yep.
and New York Jets coach Robert Saleh.
Yep.
So I have a question. Does anybody have film on Jake Witt? Because the person who built my board couldn't find film.
Yeah,
Let's go to YouTube and type in Northern Michigan full game. Let's type that in, Northern Michigan full game, and let's see what
that's
comes
how
up.
I found it.
Yep.
It's like a high and wide tape. It's a little hard to see, but there is some.
Yeah, I would have warned you right now, Jim. There's
I
no,
did it to
there's
you.
no
Who
spot
is this?
shadow.
I've spoken with Jake Witt personally. He sent me some of his tape.
Right. Yeah. There's no
Hey,
spot
so
shadows.
the
There's
Rams
no
put that up.
Yeah.
I'm reading
No, the
this,
Rams
right?
are back up. Keep
The
going.
Rams are picking wide receiver Raheem Jarrett out of Maryland.
Yeah,
Look at the
yeah,
value people are
unbelievable.
finding.
But,
Okay. That's a beautiful thing when you find so much value. Round 6.
Seriously, this draft class is so much better than last year's.
Yes.
Diamond, coming diamond down.
Yes. Yes. That's
Anyway.
the t-shirt. That's the t-shirt we'll start handing out. This year's
There
draft
you go.
class can beat up last year's draft class.
It hurt.
So this next pick had been with Denver Broncos, and they've traded down yet again.
Oh, I'm
So,
not you.
Yeah, can't imagine, can you? Seattle is giving Denver some picks back, 198 and 237.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, hold
There you
on
go.
one second. I have Seattle. Okay, well, that's corner available. That's what we said.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Oh
Let me
no.
just double check. Did anybody? Let me see. Are we going off of?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm just double checking.
Prepared to get screwed. Bill's gonna pick on the for the.
Well, I'm just
board.
gonna check before the
Gonna
screw
take somebody-
happens. I'm gonna check.
Well,
Gonna
he
take
sent you
somebody great.
his. He sent you
Yeah, I
his
got you.
list, right?
Yeah,
I got you a name.
That's the best corner available.
Okay. Well, so, Chris, can you
Yeah.
confirm for me? Oh, okay. Either Chris. But sorry, Hater, can you confirm somebody for me?
Yeah, who?
Did somebody take Jacorian Bennett?
No, nobody's
Nope.
taken.
No.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry, everyone. I know everyone gets mad.
Thank you. I think there are better value picks on the board at corner. I think Bennett's all speed, and honestly, besides his athletic traits and his man coverage, maybe his ability to press, nothing really impressed me with him.
That's
Like,
pretty.
that-
I mean,
well,
that was
it is
decent amount of
essentially
stuff
the
he's doing.
Robin. Deontay Banks is Batman, and he's essentially Robin.
Guess what?
Hey, you need Robin.
I was
Well, he
gonna
don't
say,
need
You need a
Robin.
Robin.
Robin has
I would-
value
I would
if he's
counter with-
covering a number 2 receiver, but if you expect him to be the leader of your secondary in the
Well, that's not
NFL,
what
You're not
we're
drafting.
expecting.
You're not drafting the
That's not
sixth
what
round for that.
That's not what we're
Yeah,
expecting.
yeah.
But
Yeah, well,
but,
they have
but
to
I would
Warren.
counter with he's more like Nightwing than he is like Robin. But yes, thank you, everyone. I'm here all week. But
You
once
want
again,
some Nightwing.
the Ohio State wide receivers mentioned him by name when I spoke to them at the combine.
Oh.
They thought he was pretty good.
Interesting.
What
Well,
do they know?
and you know what?
I wonder what Rusty Rice
Seattle
thought.
plays a lot
He
of
thought like
press
200
man.
on their head.
And he was also given very high marks by a lot of
Commanders.
folks for Maryland's pro day who
I
attended it.
did
So,
mock him
hey,
in round 6. So to be fair, it's not as bad of a pick as I'm making it out to be.
Yeah.
I just think it's such a
That
deep
put in
corner
your email.
class.
It's not a reach. It really isn't.
Not a reach.
So I think it's a good pick, actually.
Do we have an eye on Dexter?
Dexter's here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Is
sorry.
it my pick?
That
My,
beautiful,
are
beautiful
OTC.
podcast voice. With Montel and Dexter here, you could definitely put somebody into a nice like ASMR kind of setting and just make some money. Go ahead, Dexter.
when I was in high school, I used to like FaceTime this lady so she'd go to sleep. I used to like talk to her to sleep.
Oh,
Very-
how much?
Wait, hold on. Wait, this lady or like
This lady or when you with her?
Say that again?
Dexter, you're not
Amazing
required.
story.
You're not required to answer any of these questions, Dexter. You're not under oath.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear
go
the
ahead.
question. What he said.
It's okay. Never mind the
but-
question. We got picks to make.
But I,
Forget it.
Go
no,
ahead.
I'm gonna
pick.
go ahead and take Bryce Ford Whedon out of West Virginia. If
Oh
he's still
my
there.
God, what a pick.
That's
Oh.
a steal.
That's a great pick.
No, there's a
I
And-
been
steal.
watching him
And
fall.
he's still available.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
just
take him at 195.
I have him in round 7, but Tony Mario had him in round 5. So this is about the median as far as the value.
I don't
I
think
just
he's
feel like I need some
that
more
different.
Maybe,
stock.
maybe not.
I don't think he's that different from Xavier Hutchinson. Maybe it's just me.
With the-
I love
He's
his size
faster.
and speed. If he can clean up the drops, he's going to be a steal.
Right.
And-
The only
Right.
reason the Steelers took
Right.
Hutchinson over him was because Hutchinson's a better separator.
Oh yeah. No,
If you guys haven't seen his pit game, you probably should go
Yeah.
watch that.
Yes.
no, I
Yeah,
watched-
no,
I
he had
agree.
he had a
He was
killer
amazing
pick.
against
I must have
Pittsburgh
watched
and
that
Kansas
hit
game
game
right to the
like
Panthers.
10 times now.
He
Yeah,
was
and they-
amazing against Pitt and Kansas, and then it went downhill from there, but
Yes.
he rebounded at the combine.
Right.
Yeah, that Kansas State game was
At Pitt game, he was unstoppable.
Yes.
Well, until the final drive
I'm
of the game.
laughing because
Yeah,
Sports
yeah.
Illustrated's draft website gave him an undrafted grade, and I think that is so
That's
wrong on so many
ridiculous.
levels.
That's
He's got
ridiculous.
speed. He's going to get drafted.
He's going to get picked.
Oh, definitely.
Well,
Especially
especially
because
with the
they're
lack
so
of size in this
Alright.
draft.
I just had to throw
Some of these
shade
small
at
guys
Sports
in there.
Illustrated NFL draft
Oh, okay.
department
Hold
for
on.
giving him an
Absolutely.
undrafted grade.
Nah, I think he's gonna be a 5th rounder. If we're being honest, I think somebody really likes him.
I think he goes.
He went in the 5th round
least
of my
before
mock
round
on
3 or
Facebook
4.
to the Niners.
Well, we were having
really
a nice
fine.
We were having a nice, good football discourse, and Brock
Let's
showed
get
up.
to the Lions.
You know what? Shut up, Greg.
Hi, Brock.
Hi, Greg. Love you.
Hey, do we have eyes on the lion?
I have eyes on him now. I'm waiting for a response.
Would the Denver Broncos like to trade down?
Oh, wait, is
That
somebody?
depends who's asking.
Yeah, what was the question? Yeah.
Washington at 215.
Washington. What you got?
I got 233.
215 and 233?
Yep. To go up to
195?
195.
Heck, why not? It'll keep me around a little bit longer.
There you go. There you go. That's a great
Trade you didn't like except for mine.
Hey, I did not like yours at all.
Once again, Will, Jolie loves to make good trades. I keep trying to explain that part.
It's like
Don't
on the
find
trade
swindle.
value chart value. She still didn't like it.
Don't swindle
right.
her.
215 and 233? Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, you're in the books. Let me move you up.
We'll get the Lions one more minute.
No, we're not.
Good.
So,
Thank goodness.
If the Lions do not make a pick by 2 p.m., Bill Carroll is going to summon Matt Millen to make the selection. It's not. gonna be
Oh, good
Stefan.
lord.
Oh no.
Let's not do
Oh,
that.
good lord.
Let's
Oh,
not
not
say,
that.
let's not say we
R.I.P.
Okay, so just want to confirm. Did Anthony Bradford from LSU get picked?
Bradford? Don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Second highest relative athletic score among guards.
This is his
Nope.
moment.
Right.
Go
Step
ahead.
into the spotlight.
That's
Mr.
not
Anthony
true.
Bradford from Louisiana State University.
Never mind.
Will said it's not true. Who is it, Will?
He's not selected yet.
Yes, please. You almost took the bait, Will. Good discipline.
Good discipline. Great discipline.
Sorry.
Right.
All right.
Where's Bradford from
The
again?
Commanders
Sorry.
are now up.
Louisiana State University.
LSU.
Thank you. That's why I liked having the sim up, because I could cheat.
Yes.
No cheating.
All right. So that was Lions.
Hey, Draft Utopia, I want to send you a body for your secondary. For
I like the body
196.
for my secondary.
I want to send Jordan Lewis to you for your 196.
I want to move
Jordan. I think Jordan.
196.
I heard it.
I want to move 196. What team is he on again? But I'll accept,
Cowboys.
but because I don't want to have
Lewis,
26 round picks.
Dallas Cowboys.
Done.
Cowboys fan,
Because
I
it's a good
declined that
nickel
trade.
corner. Now we have because now we have the corner I drafted, and we have Jordan Lewis as the nickel, and we have Zion McCollum, and that solves our cornerback room issues. Because
I kind of thought it would, so that's why I made the offer.
and I accept. So I think this is the third time I've traded a pick for a player. I traded Devin White for a pick. I traded my first rounder away to get Trey Lance, and now I'm trading this pick for Jordan Lewis.
And that's the Patriots for who is that?
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's pick 196 is now going to belong to the Cowboys.
Yes. So my cornerback room is I have Carlton Davis. I have Jamel Dean, Jordan Lewis as the nickel. We have Zion McCollum in the dime role for the second year in a row. We have Cameron Mitchell, Northwestern. That's my top 5 corners. That's an improvement over what the Buccaneers have.
You are correct.
I think Jordan Lewis is the best corner there.
And you saved yourself a little money in the boot, probably, because when you let Carlton Davis go, you can redistribute that cash elsewhere.
And we can give Mitchell a bigger role once he develops, or McCollum. We can let those two compete as they both continue to develop for another year.
And that means my beloved Cowboys only have one last Michigan Wolverine on the roster, and I'm going to cut him.
But wait. This is still
I'm an
Commander's
Ohio
pick,
State
right?
fan, so
Yeah,
I have more
Yes.
by dealing
Just making
Wolverine
sure.
players and just exiling them from your kingdom.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, just get rid of them. Because if I was actually Jerry and the scouting room, the war room, and there was a scout that mentioned a player from that school, I want the crazy
Hold on.
movies there with Mike Myers, Dr. Evil, where he had the chair. Boom.
Austin
Yeah,
Powers.
yeah, Austin Powers movies when he would send them down to the pit of hell.
Hold on, Greg. I thought we didn't grab by the helmet.
I don't. I give them their fair grades and stuff. I just don't want them on my team. Like Mike Holmgren never allowed a UCLA Bruin because he was a Trojan. He did not allow a Bruin to even be discussed. So what's wrong with that?
Well,
There's a lot wrong with Mike Holmgren, if we're being honest. that mustache was number one.
Hold on, that mustache looks like a good Sonic boss.
Right, he looks like an overweight principal.
Oh, Ant-Man. He looks like Ant-Man. There we go, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I would say
Dexter, I
Andy
think
Reid
you're up.
resembles Eggman
Go ahead,
more than Mike
You may make
Holmgren,
your
because
pick.
Andy Reid
Rob,
wears
people-
I
red.
would take
Holmgren's never worn
Bruce
red.
Bond out of Kansas State.
There we
Bruce
go.
Bond.
Awesome.
Wow, he went right.
That's awesome.
Who was
Who was it?
Bruce Bond.
Deuce Bond.
Bond.
Oh,
Deuce.
Deuce. Got it. Sorry.
The deuce is
I gotta
loose.
put a Deuce.
Now, for all those people who criticized picking the Jameer Gibbs in round one and all that other jazz, I'm sorry. Tony Pollard averaged 46 carries for his college career, 46 carries a season. He's not a running back one. I don't want Tony Pollard touching the ball more than 14 to 16 times a game. That's why I took Gibbs. And I'm also going to take another one because I want more speed in that backfield than you can shake a stick at. Keaton Mitchell, East Carolina.
Oh,
Nice.
I love
Good
Pete
player.
Mitchell. I have a 4th round grade on him.
And that's why I made the move.
Greg, how many
Well, I got Evan
1950
Hull,
sayings
so
do
it
you
kind
have?
of evens out. I've got Evan Hull as my backup to White, and I had a 2nd round grade on him, and I waited until round 5.
What's your problem, Brock?
How many sayings from 1950 do you have? On all that jazz, I'm gonna take my stick at it.
Oh.
Never mind, Mr. End of the Day.
All right, my name is
Back in my day.
Go ahead again.
Bob again. Let's see. Let me see. Is Mekhi Garner from LSU still available?
Yes, I believe so.
If he is, I'm gonna take him.
Yep.
I think he was at the top of the simulator overnight.
Was he?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take Mekhi Garner.
It's the top of my board.
Yep, Mekhi Garner.
I put him in the last month.
I like the size and speed. I'm gonna let him learn under Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he has great size.
Yes.
I love size in the corner and speed.
Yes.
I heard a story that back in 2001 there were some Seahawks scouts that wanted the Seahawks to pick Corey Mitchell over Corin Robinson. But if what our friend said is true about Holmgren not picking UCLA Bruins, that played a role in the decision. And to be fair, Corin Robinson's NFL career was a lot better than Corey. So Holmgren got that right.
Did Holmgren get Mike Williams right?
Did he get 5 right?
I mean, Freddie Mitchell and Corin Robinson were the two that.
Well, to be fair,
Seahawks wanted.
I think Mr. Wolf, Ron Wolf, should get most of the credit. I think for Brett Favre.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
We're not
Ron
arguing
Wolf,
with that. But I'm talking about during Holmgren's tenure as GM. His
Yes,
4-year tenure as GM from 99 to 01.
No,
or
yes,
02.
I know that's what you're talking about. And
No, I wasn't. I was just making a bad joke. It's fine.
Yes, right. Yes.
I'm allowed. It's my job.
Yes, and you nailed that part of it. Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I got awesome dad jokes. Anytime you want one, let me know.
Oh.
All righty. So let me just confirm This
Ready
guy
to-
is not taken.
I'm ready with the catch up. I'm catching up on the simulator right now. So
Okay. Broncos are going to take Ronnie Hickman, safety out of Ohio State.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, nice.
He could not be available.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
He could not be available.
And
That's why it's a good pick.
the Baltimore Ravens are going to take the younger brother of a mistake pick by the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to take cornerback Rezjon Wright out of Oregon State.
Ah,
Son of a bitch.
Shut your mouth, Junior.
Ah!
That's funny.
So I think there were other players, other people who may have been interested in that player, I think is what I'm beginning
Yeah, I
to
think so.
I love it. I just sniped Brock.
Oh, wow. That sounded a little scary.
Well, you know, Greg with all that jazz, he just loves to pick my players.
You just went from dollars to donuts. There's another old time saying.
You know what's old? You know what's old timey? Saying the words old timey.
Yeah.
You know what's old timey? Greg.
That's yes. And I wear it well.
There you go.
When Greg was a member of the Cowboys scouting department, they used to send draft picks that they got selected their info via the Pony Express. That's how old Greg is.
No, we have gotten the telegraph.
Hey, Bill Lane, that's Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State.
Oregon State, yes.
Got it.
There's
All
a
right,
difference.
Chargers.
You are on the clock, Brock.
Oh shit. Yeah. Hey, Greg, you're a real bad guy for selecting my dude, but that's okay. I'm driving right now, so there's I believe his name's Aubrey Miller Jr., the linebacker from Jackson State. Is he still on the board?
He is there.
Yep.
All right, I'll take him.
You got another junior. Bravo.
Yes.
Another junior.
Yep. Y'all know my draft strategy.
Getting younger.
That's so funny.
A new generation. Yeah.
I love the Chargers going with this pick. I do have a Shrine game story I'll share. When I was walking around the practice facility, I was just looking around to see what certain teams were doing and thinking, and I accidentally glimpsed at the notebook of one of the Chargers scouts, and it said Dalton Wagner, offensive tackle, Arkansas, on the notebook. So
I love that accidental in air quotes.
Accidentally, too, yeah.
I accidentally completely looked at his stuff.
and then took pictures.
Yeah, right.
I get it. I went to my
yeah, if I were
stole my
a
dad's
Patriot
car.
scout, I would be under investigation for Spygate too.
That's true.
All right. We have Texans and then Jags and then back to Texans.
Okay.
Do we have an eye on him?
I have
Keep in the
Texans,
South.
I believe. Yeah, I've got the Texans.
Oh, cool.
All right.
No problem with the Texans are. And what was the other team you said?
Hey, don't trade back with it.
Jacksonville.
Oh, is that a trade back offer? Someone said.
No, I'm saying don't trade back with it.
Oh, okay.
Referring to yesterday.
Okay. Is Cameron Young still on the board?
I believe so. I don't think I've seen that name.
I think so too.
I can tell you. Hold on.
There's Byron Young's gone, but not
Yeah,
Oh,
all
it's
the
not
Byron Youngs are-
self-populating. It's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
thought so.
Byron Youngs are gone.
Yep. Yeah, all the Byron Youngs are gone, but there's still a Cameron Young. Cameron Young from Mississippi State.
I do not have him as available. Maybe he's just not on the PFN board.
It might not be.
You don't have a deep board on that one.
No.
900. They have 900 players.
That's
And there's
not
still
that
many
I-
players that I like somehow.
I think I'm low in there.
Yep.
Maybe it's under Cam Young or something. Let's see.
Montel.
Oh, that's true.
No, I don't have it under either. How funny. I don't think he's been picked as far as I recall.
No,
No, he hasn't. And that's Houston.
And he is declared. So
Yeah, no, I know he declared.
We're past that
Yeah,
point.
I looked at that too.
And
We haven't
and he was at the
we haven't got one of those
combine.
people yet. We're going
I
to get
saw
one
him
before
at the
2027.
combine, so he
No.
better have declared.
Right?
Was he just
Right.
there or was he competing?
Yeah, right. That's a good point. He could have just snuck in, I guess, but no, he was working out.
He was working out.
Yep.
Yep.
Had an okay day at the office. Ran a 5.1 official.
Did you use air quotes, Bill? I can't see you right now.
No,
Wait,
it was
wait.
it's an okay day.
For official.
Oh, the official. Well, the official should be in air quotes because it's not. I mean, anyone who's ever run track and field knows that it's still both half guesswork in what they do. It's like you could do pure laser time, and there'd be no more of this having to everybody compare notes to cook up an official. Whatever. That's another rant for another time.
I want to say,
All right,
Bill, do you
Montel,
need me
go
to be a
ahead.
translator?
Well, even the scouts at the combine don't use the laser times. They use the
No! Because somehow their left thumb or whatever is better. Well, not thumb. You never use your thumb, but whichever finger you're using there is somehow better than the laser timing.
what the
They don't think it's better. They just want to
theory
measure
is
against
that
same against same. Sorry, Corey, go ahead.
the running theory is that the laser times are a lot slower than what they've been clocking guys at for decades now.
Correct.
It checks that long snapping all the times that people get hand times are anything from 6.5 to 8.0.
Yep.
And so on laser time, so my regular times are 7.0s and 7.1s, and laser time I'm at a 9.7 or a 9.6.
Yep.
So it's a big difference.
It is a big difference. I remember I only ran on the laser once, and it was very disheartening. So I was a decent but not amazing 800 meter runner, and my PR hand time was 1:53.9. And when I ran on laser timing, it was 2:09. I was like, what the hell? But I also was running at altitude. That might have been part of it. But yeah, I ran a laser time 2:09 in the 800. I was like, what is going on?
All right, Jacksonville, go ahead.
All right, Jacksonville. Just to Bill's point, one thing about the hand time now is that scouts are kind of using that as their burn card. They really want to, if they like a guy, the time seems to somehow be really, really good. Because they want you to take their guy. They know that's how they move up. So sorry to get too.
Yeah, he ran a 4.4 hands up.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I don't like is you start removing the objectivity there with some of the hand times of the pro days. But anyways, Jacksonville's on the clock. I'm gonna give Jacksonville. Let me just double check, make sure this guy's on the board. Looks like he is. Okay. Jacksonville, I think this is their last pick. They're gonna take after going to D-line, they're going back to D-line again after a few
They have
rounds.
another pick.
Oh,
they do. They have one more. Oh, great.
You
Okay.
got,
So this
you
is
got
even
202 and 208.
Yep.
Oh, okay. This is even more fun. Okay, gotcha. So what we'll do is at 202, we'll take Dante Stills, defensive lineman out of West Virginia.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and get him out the way.
How is he doing it? Will no one stop him?
Trayvon Walker back in the off season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just, like I said, I'm pretending he does not exist. And if he, that's what they're best doing. Worst case, they have somehow this Hall of Fame edge rusher, we'll just pretend that's what he is. And then they have an amazing front seven now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I will never get why Dante Stills isn't higher on people's boards. I mean, a little old, but he's not 1,000 years old. He's not. I mean, he's a little over, but not. Some of they're always older than him, and the athletic testing is solid. The tape is fantastic. The production is elite.
He was
if you like bloodlines, he's got those too.
I can tell you exactly why. He plays for West Virginia.
Yep.
West Virginia will have the number one safety in the class, or not safety, center in the class next year.
Oh, nice.
Good to know. Good to know.
Texans back on the board.
Yeah.
Right.
A board pick.
It's going to be a board pick, right? Yeah. Give me a second.
Try and take somebody bad.
Texans have been picking way too much.
They got all.
Somebody
They got a
somebody
boatload of
finally
picks.
took Jalen Jones yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought I
he
remember
got
hearing,
it.
yeah, I remember
I
hearing
would
that.
have.
Yep.
Y'all think he's a safety or a corner?
I
Yes.
took him to the Ravens.
Okay, got it. Yeah, the short
I
answer
think
is
he's a safety
yes.
or corner.
Yes.
Yes.
The short answer is
That's fair.
yes. He's gonna do a little bit of both. That's my assumption. Okay. And once again, just confirming, Cameron Latu, however, is still available, correct?
Yes.
Not anymore.
That's your guy. Your guy.
All right,
Not bad.
Brock. There's your
Pretty
pick
much.
for the Jonathan
Him and
Hankins
Gibbs.
deal.
Him and Gibbs are the only people who probably on the phone to.
All right, so I'm up. What were you saying, Greg? Were you talking shit?
I just said this is your pick that you got for the Jonathan Hankins deal to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
I didn't say anything mean to you yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop being
Yeah.
paranoid. Stop being paranoid.
I'm always paranoid. That's who I am. All right. So, quick question: is Mohammed Ibrahim still on the board?
Yes.
He's a Raider.
I hate that.
All right.
As a
All
Broncos
right.
fan, I hate that too.
See that.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
We're talking about the Utah linebacker, yes?
No,
No.
no, that's
No, no,
At least on the run back.
the running back,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you hate
Ibrahim.
that even more.
Right. Productive, underwhelming in just measurables of all types, but really tough, productive dude.
He's a running back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need him to be productive. I need him to hit somebody on third.
He avoided running at the combine and working out at the pro day like it was the play.
That's all I need him for.
And he did the right thing.
I was about to say, I think we know why. I think
Yeah,
we know
nothing
why.
good was going
give
to
it-
happen. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna kill some dudes in the fourth quarter of preseason games.
Yes, he is going to kill some. Yes.
And then go play for the USFL. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had tickets to the Renegades today for XFL, but it's like raining outside. It's at the old Rangers
Oh.
Stadium.
Bummer.
Big game for them, though.
Bills.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, Jim, you're on the clock.
Wide receiver Justin Shorter out of Florida.
Nice.
He was a 30 visit for Buffalo. So I think out of the 5 players I drafted, either 4 or 5 of them are 30 visits.
He's one of the wide receivers who's had his names thoroughly blackened by people who claimed that Anthony Richardson had no one to throw the ball to. And I would say that that's not exactly true, but okay, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's a good pick. I was eyeing him for 215.
And then
Is this a board pick for the Bengals?
Oh,
It
maybe.
is Bengals.
Give me a second. I'm on it.
Political
Or is
after the
Corn-
season.
Cornbread's not here, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, whatever his name is.
yeah. So
Lamar.
Lamar Horton has been. It's the reverse of last year. So before, Lamar was the guy like weeks in advance. We had him locked in, and then he got deployed at the last minute. It's the reverse. It's the reverse this time. Unfortunately, a family situation, a very serious one, unfortunately, arose with. So yeah, please pray for my friend Demetrius. But Lamar. So in the reverse, Lamar came out of the bullpen, and he says he wants Winters, linebacker. So I'm assuming that's the Kansas State.
D from TCU.
D. Winters, TCU.
I mean TCU. Sorry, I said Kansas State. I meant TCU. Yeah.
I don't know why I almost said Auburn.
He's one of my favorites in this as a sleeper pick. I like him.
Worst case scenario,
I think he'll make a team.
He's going to be a like all pro level special teamer. Worst case scenario.
I agree. He's gonna make a team.
That counts for something.
It counts for a lot, actually. Special teams don't get enough love.
And
He'll make
it's
a
now
team.
it's now Monday. It's now Monday for Lee, so I do believe he will be a board
my
pick
goodness.
as well.
Yeah, I will. Lee
Yes.
sent me picks. Lee sent me some picks. So hold on.
Oh, did? Oh, wait, I think you sent me that.
Yeah, I think we both do. Give me a second. You can check. I'll check. We'll all check.
Okay.
Okay, you lost Keaton. Okay, so here's who else he mentioned. Okay.
That's line. Who's this?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
Lee.
okay.
That's Lee. Okay, I've got Lee's pick. Give me a second. Lee will be a little salty that he lost out on Nick Hampton, but he'll live. Let's see.
So I'm the one who
Well,
triggered the Jets. Did I trigger the Jets? Did they want Nick Hampton?
I mean, that was one of the players that was mentioned.
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
He popped up in a text that was sent to me by our mutual friend Lee.
That's
Uh,
one. That's
Did I trade 210 to Denver, or did I keep my two? Did I? I
Okay.
forget.
Can someone check on
No,
Jose Ramirez?
210 is still yours.
Someone check on
Okay.
Jose Ramirez.
All right, awesome. That is
Jose
my sixth
Ramirez
round.
Jose's
pick.
gone.
He did. I thought so. Yeah, and it was, right. I remember now. He was a great pick.
Last
too.
pick of yesterday.
I love that pick.
Yep.
That pick, too.
That was at the end of the
Okay.
fifth round yesterday.
Robert Beal Jr.
He should be available.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Robert Beal
available.
Jr.
Georgia, right?
Georgia. Yes.
Yeah, he sounds like a Charger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. He
In
does.
the other, I got him at 244 in the other one that I was doing Friday night for the Cowboys. My last pick. Nice, nice value.
And Montel Jacksonville.
Gotcha. Okay, it's me. All right. Let me just double check really quick. Just gonna make sure that this guy is still on the board. All right. Let me just. Yeah. Okay. Let me just see. Let me see. I will do this in about 10 seconds for you guys. Sorry for the delay here. Just need the
Oh, by the way, this is not Jacksonville's last pick. They
Oh,
have
it
pick
isn't?
228.
Oh man, so you guys keep giving us extra picks and
Yes,
we're not tired of
exactly.
what we're doing right now.
It's a reward for staying on. The longer you stay on,
They
the
need a lot of help.
more
They need a lot of help.
We're just
Jolene,
giving you more
right now,
context.
All right, well here I'm gonna let me see. Well, that kind of changes what I could do here. You know what? No, we're gonna you know what? Here. It's weird, you know, when your options change a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna pivot here. I think it doesn't hurt to continue to add a little bit of help along the offensive line as well. Let me just make sure our guy is available.
Never
Yes, so
hurts
I'm
to
gonna
help.
give the exactly. So I'm gonna give the Jaguars Nick Broker, guard out of Ole
Nice.
Miss.
Oh,
That is a fantastic
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
One player I mocked in round 3 because I'm looking for the
He
gems.
is
I knew he was there, but I'm looking to see what other gems were there for New England
I
at
love
210.
that pick.
fire.
Yep,
Who was
he's
the
at the
pick,
top
sir?
of my list.
Damn. Amazing value.
Yep.
So who was the pick?
It was
Nick
Nick.
Broker.
Yeah, B
Oh, Broker,
R
yeah. Got
O
it.
E, I believe, CKER.
Mm-hmm. There's a
Yeah,
two-
Broeker.
E-R, yeah, K.
mhm, mhm.
Oh, you know.
Yep.
Bullet pit.
All right, Giants.
Oh,
Another
Giants.
bullet pit.
Okay. Uno momento. It is Antonio Maffi. Very good.
Nice.
From UCLA.
Bellissimo.
Up and down.
If they had two down D line or offensive lineman rather, he could start today.
Yep. He has a really decent chance to start for them. You're correct.
You feel I like that pit.
And it's the Patriots.
Everybody in the first 3 rounds of my mock is gone. I'm just seeing what the best value pick is. Don't think he's been taken yet, but I have a 4th round grade on Arkansas center Ricky Stromberg.
He's
Get him as a
gone.
He's
backup.
gone.
Figured I thought, okay, now I know he's off the board. Is Dante Hill still there? Because he really impressed me on tape.
Chris. Just got picked.
Just got picked.
202.
202. Okay, I just saw that. 202. I've got the board up. How is looking to see if the player, because I don't want to waste anyone's time and ask if a player's been picked. So
What Division III school did Belichick visit this year? Just go there.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not
Buffalo
going.
University.
I think Oregon center Alex Forsyth is still on the board, but I'm double
Yes.
checking.
Yes, he is.
So we'll
I
get him
love
as a
his
backup to David
versatility.
Andrews.
Very versatile.
Yep.
Could
pick.
The Vikings.
could
I like him.
legitimately play 3 different positions. Could play
Yes.
2 of them well.
That was
I thought he was a
Patriots.
pure center. He can play multiple positions. Okay, that's a bonus
Yeah.
with Onwenu
He
at the end
played
of his
guard
rookie.
and he played tackle.
He's played right tackle. He's played guard. Yep, right.
He's been everywhere. Yeah.
Yep. He's got a little Cody White hair to him, as they say.
No.
Yeah.
The
All
Vikings.
right. Vikings.
That
Um,
is Zen.
That's Zenny. Yeah, hold on. Give me
Yeah.
one moment though. I've got the Zen Man's picks. Give me just a moment.
Made it home, Brock.
Yes, he did make it home. Thank you.
Good for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the love, Greg. Much appreciated.
No worries. See, I always look out for you, Brock. Come on.
You always do.
Yeah,
You make me-
because you're right. As a sophomore, he played everywhere except left tackle. He
Except
saw
left tackle,
time
yep.
at
Yep.
yeah.
I actually watched pics of him at right tackle.
Yep.
He's good.
Call.
Very solid.
Okay, so it looks like the pick is going to be just double checking. I guess the run on interior offensive lineman from UCLA may be on is John Gaines. Yeah, John Gaines is still available. Yep.
Still there. Well, not
Yeah.
anymore.
And there goes my pick.
Not James still available?
Yeah,
Wow.
not anymore.
The better interior offensive guard from UCLA, John Gaines. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
Yes, that
Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys now actually in this particular mock end up with several choices for the backup quarterback that JJ wants drafted this year.
You know,
Um,
you told me to pick a Division III player, so now I'm going to recommend a Division II player. Player that was on my podcast a few weeks ago threw an 84-yard ball at Duquesne's
I know.
Pro Day.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that. We know who you're talking about. Just hold on.
Stop.
Chris.
Stop what you're doing.
Shut the
Hold
hell
on,
up.
Chris. We all know
Don't
who
do
you're
that.
talking
Don't
about.
do
You might
that.
wanna-
He named me,
Yes.
so I return the favor. Okay, you're on the clock.
Well, see, I didn't use any names, right?
And you
Sam?
can
Okay.
do it in a
I-
private message.
That's on
You
Do
can
me.
do it
perfectly
in a
That's
private
well.
message if
Okay.
you'd like. Yes.
I don't think he's
So-
going to pick.
No, I'm not going to take. I know who you're talking about.
Oh
I
shit, Greg, you're taking
I-
Vinny Testaverde?
I also have an HBCU guy that I would love to take, but because with JJ you have to be able to show comp and all that other stuff. So we got a choice here between a marketing dream in Dallas of the Georgia quarterback. We have his preferred early choice from TCU, but I'm not going to go with either one of those. I'm going to go quarterback Houston Clayton Tune.
Nice.
Interesting.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I thought you were
Nice.
gonna go Quincy Carter.
Hey, don't bring,
No.
don't bring that up.
You know, the only thing with
That's my childhood right there.
that offense had a lot of check down screens. I think he's like top 5 in screen yards in the country. Just a lot of screens. A solid,
Hey, you know
solid.
his bad screens?
That's a staple of their system.
Method.
That's a staple.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a staple of their system. So that's just what they do. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you give them the vertical stuff, they will take it though, and they prove that on tape a lot. You know,
Yep.
Otherwise they'll beat you up with the screens laterally.
Yeah,
That's just
they
what
were. I think he was still top 20 in defense. So that is
Hey,
true.
Greg, I would like to add that in the year 2020, the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors beat the shit out of Clayton Tune. So you might have a little bit of a confidence problem when it comes to the cap. Just a heads up.
But luckily, Hawaii will
the
not be
shit
on
out
the
of them, by the way, in Houston.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rainbow's not on their schedule.
Yeah, luckily he will not be facing them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Arizona. I'm just gonna go BPA here because, you know, just keep on building up
That's-
that offensive line.
That's where we are.
My best player right here is Ryan Hayes.
Okay.
Okay.
Michigan.
I like it. I like
Yes.
it. Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah. Available.
We're gonna be saying that a lot from here on out.
Yeah, he
Most
just
likely.
wasn't.
Another guy that
He wasn't an option for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
Oh yeah.
The rules. It's just, you know,
The
that's what
rules.
they are.
It's the rules.
All right. Back to the draft.
Anybody want tight end 3 from the Cowboys? Sean McCown, by the way. Come on.
I think the unemployment line is interested in him.
Who? What's the tight end?
Sean McKeon.
Sean
Tight end
McKeon.
number 3 for the
Yeah, he's available apparently for trade purposes. Is what?
absolutely.
You
I
talking about
have
McEwen?
Sure.
Okay, Dallas has Jake Ferguson, Peyton Hendershot. I would do Hendershot for a 7th round pick for
Oh,
Tampa.
not a chance. Not a chance. I'm
that's-
not giving up Hendershot or Ferguson.
That was good.
Yeah, not a chance.
I
Don't
was just
take him to don't take
then
him for
I'll
a
take-
city
then I'll
where
take
there's
my
not a don't take him for a city where there's not a big police presence.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I was just trying to eliminate the final Wolverine that's in
Yes,
the
he
Cowboys.
was.
That's on the
He was
Cowboys.
intending to do that.
Well, Peyton Hendershot is not a Wolverine.
No.
No.
I'm Sean McCown.
Love it,
Sean
that,
McCown.
love it, that, yeah.
And I have the simulator back up. If anybody would like to see it, just let me know.
Hey, Greg, I'll make a trade with you for the Raiders pick.
What do you want to do?
I want Nation.
You want Nation Wright?
Yep.
You got him.
Perfect.
Oh no, you trading out a quarterback depth. Make me feel bad as a Cowboys fan.
Wow.
So
Who
the
for who?
Cowboys have acquired another pick. Oh goodness.
Man,
Trouble for
Stefan
everyone.
Gilmore doesn't get hurt.
So what is this one? Sorry.
I need a special teamer, so I'm getting Nation right.
Yeah,
Well, he's
Nation
on
Wright
the-
goes to the Raiders, and the Cowboys get pick 214.
Yeah, 214.
Give him Calvin Joseph instead.
Either one.
I don't need
either one.
DPI every single play.
Well, he's really not bad. That he'll just get unnecessary roughness or a holding call on special teams. Or get
Well, that makes it
burned
better.
for a 50-yard touchdown.
Nice.
Not too many DPIs though. He's usually not
Well-
close enough for that.
Since all the nervous Nellies in Cowboys land are so nervous about a guard, and I just got a bonus pick all of a sudden, I'm going to go Caleb Chandler, Louisville.
I have him in my 7th round mock. Like that pick.
Okay.
Who was that? Chandler.
Caleb
Two Cs.
Chandler, Louisville.
They both start with C. Caleb and
Yeah.
Chandler.
Yep, CC.
Ah.
In the 7th round, what the heck?
And Chandler
Or 6th
is.
still.
He's a guard.
Guard.
Yeah,
Thank you.
guard.
And that was Cowboys.
Yep. And now the Broncos.
Let's see. All right.
Okay, there's one final Dallas Cowboy available. Edge, Dorrance Armstrong.
Oh, okay.
You ain't trading him for a
want-
7th, are you?
Anybody want Dorrance? Let me know,
Okay.
because he's
So that has
available.
now been made clear to any and all.
Yep.
That's an interesting
What's the
idea,
asking
but
price? What's the asking price?
Well, we're still in. We're
6-2-15, end of the
we're
6th.
still in the 6th. Mhm.
I traded next year's bid.
No, I want this year's picks. It's got to be a pick today. Otherwise, this messes up everything for next year when we do this, right? If we're going to make deals for next year's picks, they need to be locked in. And when we go and do this next year, those picks are locked in for our mock purposes. That's what I feel.
100% agree.
I like that.
Yep.
So we have to keep the same teams.
Well, it would lock us into the same.
You get the
teams.
right of first refusal to the same team if you come back again.
Yeah.
next year, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think those picks that were used for next year should be locked into what we do next year. We're going to be realistic about this. That's what the NFL
Yeah,
said,
it's a
right?
good thing we didn't lock them in last
though.
year.
And first
Is
of
it going to be
all,
the
two
two
mock
mock drafts? It's going to be
we
our
have,
own.
we
And
have a
then
quick
another
moment
one.
of appreciation for Denver silently getting Griffin a pair.
There is nothing wrong with that at all. I like that.
It's fantastic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the idea
Hey,
of that you just said, but the
grab
thing
the-
that's problem with
The
that
most athletic fullback and can slip him in as tight end. I am all for it.
yeah.
Oh, don't say the words fullback and Griffin Herbert by Bill.
I mean, I think he's a tight, an undersized tight end. But yes, could you H back him some? Sure, why not? I just
Yeah,
don't
why
want
not?
people trying to turn him into, like a neck roll guy.
The 49ers are going to address their paper thin linebacker depth and go Zaire Barnes, linebacker, Western Michigan.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Ziare.
I love that name.
I was gonna say the only thing I don't like about the trade next year's first or trade next year's picks for next year's draft is like you traded up for somebody, but what happens when the real team takes somebody you didn't like?
That's just hey, if we're doing the GM thing, right? We're doing the same as what
Greg,
they do. You
Greg,
got
I
to
don't
lock
like
it
that
in.
though.
Greg, but
I don't
for
like that though
example,
because I traded up for somebody, but they
Right.
drafted somebody else that I didn't want.
Right. So Greg, if I traded Buffalo's second round pick in this, because I did.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo trades its second round pick for real to a different team. Which team gets Buffalo's second round pick?
I don't think it can work like that. I mean, that's what you're
It could
saying.
be
Maybe
like
something
a-
can work.
separate drafts.
Well, we won't look at next
maybe
year's
that's a
draft.
league, yeah. Maybe that's a next year league meeting thing.
Yeah, right.
Not
So
like a
I
seventh
didn't
round.
know
to
we were
late
going
thing.
to actually get into like existential crisis questions, but in the interest of creating a separate and competing timeline, we would indeed exist in a different mock universe, for like way of putting
Yes,
it. We're in the
yes.
mock multiverse, people. Our mock
Multiverse.
our mock universe is separate and different from theirs, and often better.
And that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Bill, is that we were
That's what I was
we were
thinking
in
too.
our own, right? We were in our own space
We
here.
are. We are.
No,
Like I
Greg,
said,
you're
the
just
only
in your
problem
own
is
head.
that the thing is, the only problem is that like some team, like the team that you have, they pick somebody else, but you traded up for them, and you traded up for somebody you really liked in the mock, and then you lose your next year's pick when they drafted somebody you don't like, and who's maybe bust.
That happens. I mean, hey, we're all in this where we could have five hits and 4 busts or whatever, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying you say you wanted to trade like your next year's pick, but then the actual team takes somebody you don't like. But you traded up for somebody who's actually good. They traded
But
somebody.
we don't really. But over here, we really don't care what they actually do.
We're not
over there.
beholden to that.
We're not beholden to that.
But what I'm saying is you should lose your next year's picks. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't lose your next year's pick because it didn't actually happen.
You could really simplify this by not trading any future picks.
Future picks, exactly.
That would be one thing.
Yeah, that's and that's what I've always said, because last year you would have had for this year in ours, the New York Jets would have no picks. I mean,
They would have zero
guys.
I remember that should be the rule then. Like I got like somebody offered, like I think it was Buffalo. They offered to trade up next year's second and third just for me to trade back. So I mean, I took it. I mean, maybe that should be a rule.
Like, let's keep, if we're gonna keep it.
Maybe like future heavy trades or something that will, the league will turn it down with extreme bias. That kind of thing.
This is a board pick,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, this will be a board pick, and so will the next 3 are board picks.
Oh boy. Well, get ready for fun, everyone. Okay. So the first
Oh no,
one,
Bears is me though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
right?
Montel-
that.
Bears is you,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh,
then
Bears is you.
after that. Yep.
So who do the Chiefs got?
Yeah, because you took over the Bears. I forgot about
Mhm.
that.
Try and ride the ship.
And it's right at the ship, correct? And it's right at the ship.
Yeah, that was a hostile
Florida.
takeover. It was necessary. I had to, it was a disaster of epic proportions. I had to stop the steal. You know what it is. So yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
you could actually take Edge Dorrance Armstrong off my hands for this pick if you want. You can do that.
I will actually make you a counter offer and take Dorrance Armstrong because I think Dorrance Armstrong would be a great rotational player along with Judon and Josh Uche. So if
So
you want
you want to
to
do that for two? You want to do that for 222 then?
done, you got yourself a deal.
Okay. So
All right.
Well, sorry, Montel. Montel can make his pick now, but yeah, that was pick 22, traded for defensive end / outside linebacker Dorrance, DORRANCE Armstrong.
That guy was at no depth
No
at
problem.
edge rusher or cornerback.
I mean, I've got 2 sack artists in Judon and Uche, but I think Armstrong is a third edge rusher, and that defense is a great bargain this late, Bill.
Oh,
He can rush inside too, and he's a really good special team.
yes, also true. Okay, Montel, you may now make your selection.
Wait, who was pick 217?
Oh yeah. So who did who actually?
Who's
Yeah, but
Chiefs?
who did they actually draft?
That'd be a board pick.
Oh,
That's-
that is the board pick.
that's-
Okay, that was the
that's-
okay. That
that's
was what I
the
was
board
about to
pick.
pick. Okay, so let me just confirm: is Keandre Coburn still on the board?
No.
No.
Okay, I figured not. How about DeMarco Hellows?
Yes.
I think he is.
He is available.
Okay.
Yeah, available.
And he's double C for some reason. Okay, you got it. Good.
Yep. Yep.
In Alabama. Okay. Those Chiefs. All right. Bears.
Back.
All right. Make this one short and sweet. Just gonna double check and make sure our guy is still available. Cool. All right. So ironically, another Caleb will be coming off the board here. I'm gonna take Caleb Harris, edge rusher out of Ferris State. I think the length, the athleticism, the size, I think that's a really good shot at some upside this late in the draft for the Bears. They need some depth and assurance at edge rusher. So we'll see how it works.
Can you say the player's name again? I think you might have misstated it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, sorry. Caleb Murphy. I'm sorry. Did I say Harris? Caleb Murphy.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Okay.
Caleb Murphy. Yeah.
Yep, from Ferris.
And then
I knew who you
Ferris
were
State,
talking
yeah.
about, but I knew you were talking about. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure that I didn't say the name out loud if that's not who you wanted.
Oh yeah. I got you. Thank you.
Yep.
Bill, this is a Bill player. Bill likes Caleb Murphy.
I'm a
He's
fan.
probably better if his last name was Harris.
Mhm. Yeah.
Harris from Ferris. You could remember that.
Ah, that would be classy.
Yeah, well, he missed out on that opportunity.
And back to a board pick.
Is back to a board pick. Give me just un momento.
Or you got his list. You've got
I
Lee's
do.
list.
Yep, I got Lee's picks. I mean, what do you call it?
Caleb Murphy's a bargain in round 7. I actually had a 4th round grade on him.
Wow.
Yep. Same.
That's a
At a mid day 2. Yeah. Mid to late day 2.
How deep did you go on the edge guys? Like how many edge do you think that you graded?
I probably, maybe I'm tipping my hand here, but yeah, it was really just the nature of the depth of the position between edge and D line. Yeah, easily.
Murphy had fell to
easily-
Dallas. I would have felt a little regret about trading for Armstrong, but now that the Bears took him, there's no regrets on my end. I feel very happy. I feel like I got. But let's get to Eagle here. Howie Roseman masterclass. continuing once.
Just don't be mad when Dorrance either gives you the first half or the second half of the season. But just don't be mad. It's one or the
I
other.
mean, you'll take that for pick two, whatever.
I've got 2 sack artists.
Yeah.
I don't need to give me a half as long as they're healthy.
Yep.
I think where you have these.
He's also injured last year, end of the year. He had a foot injury.
Let's see. Yeah, this player is still available.
Eagles will probably trade this pick for Jack Henry.
Okay, so the pick is in. It is Daryl Luta Jr. from University of South Alabama, cornerback.
Emma.
Let me
A
check.
little bit. He's got a little bit of a slim build. Very good player though, and I think maybe the other issues that he has in his game will sort of be solved with sort of a weight and conditioning, strength and conditioning program. So
Yeah, he came in at 189 at 6 feet tall, and I mean 5 pounds gets him 194, which is almost dead on average for an NFL corner. So
it isn't necessarily the weight. He's just like he's got sort of like skinny hips and lower, but like his lower body is what's undeveloped. But I actually rather liked him as a cover guy. I just wonder about him supporting in the run game and stuff like that. He's very, it's not the strength of his game.
No.
He's the butt exercises with Andre Carter.
That's it. More butt exercises. I don't want anybody to think all I do is look at guys' butts whenever I'm watching games.
All right. It's a part of the evaluation.
Yes, thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
not gonna lie though, Chris Sims always talks about looking at people's asses. So you're not the only
So our
one.
next selection should be coming in soon. Let's check on that.
Raiders.
Raider. All right, give me 1 second.
The Raiders.
Yes.
Oh,
All right. The Las Vegas Raiders are going against my personal draft philosophy, and we are selecting linebacker Ventrell Miller out of the University of Florida.
I love that pick. Miller impressed me on tape. Love that pick. Clapping.
Yeah, he was like a heat-seeking
Clapping
missile.
so loud
I like
that
him
Al
a lot.
Davis wakes up from beyond the grave.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. He's a good football player. Thought he tested a little bit better. The only thing I think that has him even this low for some people is just, what is he going to be like in coverage? But I mean, he's a really good player. Yeah.
I mean, he's not Jared Davis bad in coverage, but
oh no, it's just he's and it might be just the scheme. He's just not doing a ton of it,
right
on tape. Yeah,
and he'll never be great at it, but I think he can be. The term I guess people love is serviceable.
Won't get you killed.
Right, there you go. And
I know all these tight ends in this draft, he may get killed.
Right, that's fine. And now government is on the clock.
Okay, Colt. Looking to get some more interior line support. This is a player from my favorite team. We're gonna take the center out of UFC, Brett Nealon.
He is an amazing player. I'm gonna pull up a 90.6 pass block, a 90.5 pass blocking grade, and 89.6 run blocking grade on Pro Football Focus for Brett Nealon.
It's cool.
One of the better gems this late in the draft.
Since the Dallas Cowboys acquired this pick, I'm not going to do the UDFA call with this HBCU wide receiver, Shaquan Davis, South Carolina State.
Ooh, that's
what?
That's a really,
Inspired me to take two FCS players by my own choice in round 7 with both the Buccaneers and Patriots. You're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say names. I'm going to surprise everybody.
So
hold on.
He was
Cowboys. What was that?
He was.
So it's Shaquan Shaquan Davis.
Right.
Oh yeah,
it's a really good pick. It's a good pick.
South Carolina State.
Yes, Bulldog.
Solid pick.
Yep. And the one thing about this wide receiver class that people maybe aren't so enthused about is that guys who have both size and speed. Well, here's one of them: 4'5", 140. Admittedly, pro day, but 6'4" and a half, 216 pounds, long arms, 35-inch arms. Moss's people on the regular, both on tape, and I've seen him in person at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Just taking balls off people's heads for a living.
Yep.
And now Jim is on the clock.
The Rams will select Broderick Martin.
I don't believe they will because I'm pretty sure that Western Kentucky player is playing for someone else.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't think he got picked.
He didn't?
I don't think he's gotten picked.
Really?
Nope. He's still on the board.
Get out of
He's
here.
still on the
Okay.
board.
That was, I apologize. That was my assumption then. I thought for sure.
Yeah,
No,
you're
he's-
all right. You're right. That's good.
He's available. I just checked and put it in there.
Tutte lors. Okay, well done then, sir. Yeah, I think it's just, yep, that's him. That's the guy. Western Michigan. Well, Kentucky, yeah, wow. And he's a big dude, but he can move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zenny.
Oh, I've got that.
Back-to-back Falcon picks.
Well, it was like the spirit of Biggie got me for a second.
Right. But yeah, I got that for us for
Zenny, can't you see?
this is pick
Sometimes your picks just mystify me.
yeah, sometimes. Yeah, this is pick number 220.
224.
These are board picks.
Sure.
Falcons back to back.
No. We have a list for
I have
Zenny.
Zenny players.
Okay. All right, I follow these picks, Bill. So let's just
the
know.
best of
Try your best to steal somebody, Bill.
I love the veiled threat portions of the evening we've entered into. The selection is Alex Austin, the other corner.
I had a 4th round grade on him. I don't think he got picked yet. Now he just got picked, but I was like, he's still on the board.
Very good corner.
Yes.
Yeah, that one hurts. Yeah, that's a really good play.
Sorry, but you've done it to so many people. It's finally a chance that you got a little taste of it.
But Bill,
I got a little bit of time to pivot. So
as long as you don't take another defensive lineman here, you should be fine not taking any of his picks.
Where's Austin?
The Jaguars coming with another
Alex 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 Austin, Oregon State, and he's originally from the LBC. I think he went to the legendary Long Beach Poly.
Oh, he did go to Poly. Yeah, he went to Poly. Yeah, I know somebody that knows him. Yeah, he went to Poly.
Hey, Jacksonville, just so you know,
the Jackrabbits, if memory serves.
D Liner is not
the
in this
Bat-Rat.
draft class. I'm sorry, because D Liner would have been a really good pick for you last year.
Could I disintegrate Logan
Falcons, go again.
Thomas?
I mean, this is a really good D-line draft. So
It is.
you're gonna look back on the draft and you're gonna think, dang, I really should have took more. So
Exactly. You're right. Why have regrets when you could just load up?
yeah, exactly.
I'm with you. Actually, I think your draft's been great. I just making fun of you because
Oh.
Do you have your next board pick ready there, Bill?
it's not a board. It's not a board pick. It's from the list. That Zenny has another pick.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah, or
I'm
whatever
ready.
it is.
But yeah, I got it under whatever circumstances that would be. Let me just look at, make sure that they are players that, okay, that one did just get picked. So that one's going off the list because he just got selected. Good job once again on the Shaquan Davis pick, Greg.
Thank you.
Who's the Falcons pick?
The first one, the one that was made just a second ago, was Alex Austin. We just talked about him from the LBC. Speaking of somebody doing rap callbacks, and the next one is going to come off the board now.
I was gonna offer Atlanta both 7th round picks from Tampa for this selection if they would like to move down. Division rival trade.
Declined.
Okay.
Oh, Vinny, you're in the room.
You're gonna wish you had taken that after my pick.
Hold
but-
on. That wasn't the person who had the power to decline that pick anyway.
It was literally me just trolling. I'm trolling. It's fine.
So give us a moment to think. We're looking at who's available before we decide whether to pull the trigger or
Wait,
not.
A moment to think is not allowed. Sorry, I was told by
You
Hader.
know what?
Started.
What was it?
Yeah, it is
Jolene-
not
what was it
allowed.
Jolene said?
We're
Jolene
offering
said-
230 and 252 for either 224 or 225.
Okay, you
Well,
can have
it's
for
only
224 has been
Well,
picked. So you
24 is gone.
You can have for 225 and to quote Jolene, it's a chance to keep picking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that's a good selling point.
Dexter.
That's the only chance.
Dexter, I'll take him.
The game is not over until it's over.
What pick do you have?
Wait, which team is picking first? Let's start with that.
Yeah, which
That's
team is
Tampa
this?
Bay, right? That's Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Once did Atlanta pick at 224?
We picked
They
it
did.
24. That's why we
Yeah.
couldn't trade to that pick. We already picked.
Okay, who did you pick?
225.
It was Alex Austin at 224.
All right.
We're
Okay. I have Tampa Bay, there was a kicker that I'm taking Jake Moody here. The Bucks released Ryan Suckup, and I saw Jake Moody nail a 72-yard field goal during warmups at the Shrine game. So
he does have a senselessly strong leg. You're right about that.
So we're gonna pick him here in round 7 because it's a bargain at this point if I have a 4th round grade on him and he's still on the board in round 7. So we're gonna pick him here, make sure we get our guy. That's why I traded those 2 7th round picks. I think that's a small price to pay to have a kicker that far.
And which picks were
traded?
Can somebody tell me?
230 and 252 from Tampa Bay to Atlanta. Pleasure doing
225.
business with Atlanta.
That was 252 on the second one.
You just handed the next Justin Tucker to a division rival. Congratulations, Atlanta.
So yes,
That's
pick
bold.
225 was traded for pick
That's very bold.
225.
Yeah, I
was-
mean,
Vic
Or a
Moody's the
kicker.
next
Gotcha.
Justin Tucker.
That's
Rory kicker.
that's saying a lot. I think he's a lot
to
sooner if he's the next Justin Tucker.
To recap, yeah, I think
He's
we
Michigan
I mean,
player.
he made a 72-yard field goal in warm-up.
right. Okay, so
I mean, Tucker's the
Okay.
only kicker that could make that kick, probably.
yeah, the difference
Indoors.
is you can do it in a game. So the
We're talking about
Yeah,
practice.
I think Joey
We talking about
Slye could
practice,
probably hit
man?
it in practice.
We're talking about practice, man.
So to recap,
Hey, not a game. Not a game. Not a
Not a
game.
game.
We're talking practice.
Practice.
I can
Practice, man.
to
I
recap,
can kick
first
it
of
over
all,
those mounds over there,
shout out
kid.
to my homeboy Bubba Chuck from Bethel High School, who I got to watch him play all throughout his career, and just a ridiculously great football player, and obviously everyone knows him for basketball. But to recap for Jolene, that was pick 225, traded from Atlanta to the Patriots for picks 230.
It was Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers, I
Tampa
mean,
Bay.
sorry. Right, Buccaneers, sorry. For 230.
230 and 252.
Okay, all right, next it was 230 and 252. Yep.
Yep, you
Also
got
have a trade for 231 for Logan Thomas if the right players there.
So
Okay.
it's pending depending on how this
We
draft.
have a
kind of
conditional,
goes
right?
out.
A conditional, it's an
Yeah.
offer in a conditional offer. Okay, got it for 231.
okay.
Depending on the
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's on the clock.
I actually had to pivot with this pick, but it's looking like I kind of have to back myself into a better pick here, which could work. I'm just gonna double check this guy is still available. Oh, awesome, he is. Okay, so D-line again.
No,
I'm just
don't
joking.
do it.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We're gonna go offense here. You guys left me Will Mallory, the tight end out of Miami, so I'm gonna take him here.
Yes, they did.
That hurts.
Yeah.
And it's a short little trip up the road. You know what I mean? He can join the Jaguars. Got another Florida player there for him. It'd be great.
Save yourself a plane ticket, send him some gas money.
I want to hit with Miami's pick. Or Miami.
Okay, Saints. Saints are going to. Hold on, I gotta check the board. They're gonna beef up this D line once again, and they're gonna take Jonah Tavai from San Diego State.
Nice.
Yes.
Like
Active
that.
little dude. Very active little dude.
That's my
Fun
boy.
fact. Hey, Greg, fun fact. When Jonah Tavai was at the University of Hawaii, he smacked the shit out of Clayton Tune. So maybe you might have a little bit of that in the NFL as well.
I like that attitude.
I look really worried about the chances of the Saints playing the Cowboys and Toon being there and Tovai being there at the same time. I'm really worried about it.
You should be, because he's going to smack the shit out of him again.
Okay.
Is JJ on this call, or is he just?
Let me check on him again.
I say that because I have a player I want to offer him for this pick.
Oh,
Since we're in the spirit of offering players for picks.
Okay. let's
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm always in that spirit.
Ooh.
He wants PTA
oh, okay.
and it's inside offensive lineman.
Oh, so he's looking at interior offensive lineman, best player available.
Well,
Yes,
because
sir.
that's what I was going to offer him for this pick. Ah, well.
Okay, so I will let him know that. So if you got what do you call it? A line to him, ask him how he feels about Henry Banbaloo from Washington.
Or would he rather?
That's fake.
Or
That's
would he
fake.
rather? Or would he rather trade for Kevin Dotson?
Right.
That
so
was that was just a message that he sent me like an hour ago.
Well, we'll give him like a minute on the clock to either pick Banbaloo here or trade for Dotson. And
There you
if
go.
he doesn't,
Perfect.
if he doesn't
I
answer,
will ask him.
we'll just pick.
What was the trade offer?
It
Kevin
was
Dotson.
Kevin Dotson.
Starting left guard the last 2 years for the Steelers.
Yep.
Which is
Wait.
a fit for him.
Guard for the Steelers, that's not a good sell.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a great run blocker, perfect for the Titans.
That's true. He's a better fit in what
He's basically Osiris Torrance without the pass blocking technique. Very similar player, recruited and coached by the same guy.
That's a bad pass blocking version of Osiris Torrance.
Well, he was recruited by and coached by the same college coaches, and he's a very similar type player, same size, similar size, and similar style. The Steelers right now have like 5 interior linemen who are all like extremely good. So we added 3 this offseason, I believe. So
The Steelers had a great offseason.
Yeah.
In general.
And I think Dotson will actually get traded. We were going to trade him for a 6th, and I totally forgot earlier today to try to move him. But I would be remiss to at least not offer him around.
Which, I mean, that makes sense when you have a shorter quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep the front of the pocket clean.
Yeah, they have they added Semialo from Philly, who will definitely start.
That's a great pickup.
Yeah, and they have James Daniels that they could possibly move to center, but they also added Nate Herbig, who wouldn't be a bad. He's either a very nice interior backup at 2 positions, or he's a starter possibly at guard. And then they have Mason Cole, who's I would call him an average starter on the interior.
There's just one big issue that is affecting that, and that is your offensive coordinator is still the same, Matt Canada.
Yeah, although to his credit, the head coach makes him worse. So they deserve each other, really. The head coach makes them worse from the standpoint of philosophy for how to play offense.
All right, he has an answer, so let's move on.
All right. Good enough.
So it's going to be Henry Bainavalu here?
Yeah,
Gonna be the pick?
yeah.
That's not a real name.
Yeah, what's that name? Say that again.
Henry Bainavalu.
B-A-I-N-I.
Or is it I? No, it's I. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. V-A-L-U. Yeah.
B-A-I-N-I-V-A-L-U. The best value in the draft. The best value at the end of the draft. Henry Bainavalu. Yeah, that's his name. Making a joke, kids. That's all right. Dad jokes. Hello.
I caught the joke.
Hey, did you hear?
I was laughing quietly.
Did you guys hear that the guy who invented the throat lozenge died? There was no coffin at the funeral.
Oh boy.
Damn. Yeah, thanks. Half of you
Will
are
you tell
dads.
Steven Seagal that joke?
Listen, half of you are dads, and you're going to tell that joke later. I know.
I hope you like tomatoes.
So some of us have already told that joke, though.
That won't stop you from telling it again if it's a good dad joke and you're a good dad.
Well, Greg was there when the joke was invented, so of course he said it.
Snap. Snap. That was back before we invented the internet for you.
Yes.
All right, Browns, you're up.
Oh, you did that?
Oh, hold on.
Me and Al Gore.
Is it too late?
Too late for what?
He answered.
Oh, he did. Yeah. The pick is posted.
All
Pick
right,
is
let's
done.
go. Oh, Cleveland Browns. Let's see. All right, the Cleveland Browns. Look. Sterling Thomas the fifth.
Oh yeah.
Fifth.
I think
Yeah,
that's the
see,
fourth.
you've
I think
been
that's the
checked
fourth.
and mated, young man. Somebody went
About to
fifth
say.
on you.
Wait, so
fifth.
what, did
I don't
did
think
any
it's
of like
draft
the
eligible.
former guys play in the NFL, or is this going to be the first one? Because
Of all
that's
the
4
Sterling
generations
I
of
don't
non-pro
know.
ballers.
That's a great question.
I know there are at least three because Mike, the guard from Tennessee, was the Matthews. There's three Matthews, sure.
Luke Matthews.
Right, there's 3
Quinn
generations.
Matthews.
Corey,
Quinn
who
Matthews
was the
Senior.
one who wasn't good, but
And Bill, you've got Zeno's board.
I do. And we're ready for a pick. So let me give it to you. It is Richard Gorage.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of French, Florida.
Gourage.
Yeah, Gourage, I guess it'd be in French, but Gouraige, Richard
That's funny
Gourage.
because that's how I spelled it. Oh, snap. From memory, no less.
Nicely done.
Ooh.
Brock,
What?
you're picking.
Oh, that's
Not
crazy.
the Raiders.
The Raiders. All right. The Raiders are
Unless you
going
wanna
to
trade.
select
Find a guy
very-
find a guy who's really into guns, driving fast. You know.
Oh, gotcha. We select Greg Rector of Canada.
There you go.
So, all right. So the Raiders,
you
because
want him to trade them?
is going to
Logan
only play
Thomas?
4 games,
Oh, wait,
is
hold on.
selecting Massive Project.
Oh, wait, hold on. Brock,
Tyson
Brock,
out of
Brock,
Shepherd.
Brock, hold on. Brock, I
What's
think
up?
it's a trade offer. Dexter, you need to.
Oh, a trade offer.
Yeah,
Let's
turn
trade
off
offer.
your podcast voice. Use your drafting voice, Dexter.
Use my drafting voice?
Yes, your podcast voice is perfect for apparently the ladies, but Brock can't hear it.
We put
Oh,
us to
sorry.
sleep earlier.
Wait.
Sorry.
Oh, damn.
That's what you
Yeah.
said you did with the ladies. Never mind.
No, but I'm saying, do you want to still do the trade for Logan Thomas?
Ooh. What's this pick? 220?
231.
231.
Oh, we're at 231 right now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
That was close.
All right.
That was close.
Yeah,
I can just pick up Joe Flacco in free agency. We'll take it.
he feels like a Raider, does he not? Logan Thomas.
You mean,
Who's
you
that?
mean a guy that had to reinvent his career 3 times? That's textbook Raider.
Yep.
All right.
Now the
So-
Commanders.
The pick now belongs to the Commanders. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm going to take Wayne Morris from Oklahoma if he's still available.
Wanya is not still available. He got picked.
Okay, then I will take Jackson Kirkland still available.
Yes.
I will take him then.
Got to talk to him at the combine.
How'd that go?
I like that hit.
So he's philosophic. He knows that if he'd come out a couple of years ago, he would have probably gone in the top 100, but he's not bitter about it.
No, he stayed in school. It was the right choice.
He did. And now he's a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we got Green Bay.
People got eyes on one of the Brunellis.
All right.
Okay.
Don Tavian.
Dontavious.
Hold on.
No, wait, no, maybe not.
Hold on.
I
Time out.
didn't hold on here.
Hater, you're not allowed to have a minute.
Oh,
I am
ouch.
allowed all the minutes.
Oh.
If
hold on.
Will can't have a minute, neither can you, hater.
Hey, by the way, also Washington drafted Bryce Ford Wheaton for that little team group on the Google sheet.
Oh yeah.
We're waiting. Sorry, that's like a Caddyshack thing.
Yeah, hater, take your time.
Waiting.
Greg got nothing better to do. Take your time.
No, that was my. Greg certainly doesn't have anything better to do, man. But whittle away the hours,
Oh,
wondering
come
what
on
could have
now.
been.
Hey
What could
guys,
have
I'm here.
been.
Quick.
All
Packers,
Greg's gonna
Packers
do
had
is
the-
go outside and shake his fist at the moon.
Yeah, I had a list sent in, but realized this man was still on the board, so I'm going to take Ryan Hayes, offensive lineman, Michigan.
He's off
not
the
there.
board.
He just went.
Sorry, you just got
Did I miss it?
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
picked.
All
At,
right.
he was picked at
It didn't
213.
find it on the damn freaking when I did a
213.
search.
213.
Yeah, the board when I hit submit search, it didn't find it. Then just stick with my Devontae Wicks, wide receiver, Virginia.
Dontavian Wicks. Yes.
Dontavian Wicks.
Tavion.
Yeah, sorry.
Will,
I spelled it wrote. Sorry.
And suggest
I
suggest
wrote
to your
a,
brother that maybe that might be for their next child. So it could be a Dontavian Brunelli.
Yeah, there you go.
That would work actually. Dontavian, on this occasion of your daughter's wedding. Yeah, I could see it.
I did write a pretty good what might have been article, Will, involving the Cowboys and the 1978 NFL draft.
Ah.
And a certain
familiar with this.
and a certain quarterback that I got to see up close and personal for 5 years in Canada, who went on to throw for a whole lot of yardage. Warren
Was it
Moon.
Jeff Garcia?
No, Warren
Oh,
Moon.
ouch. Ouch. Painful.
When I found out in the late 90s from the scout that was involved that he was pounding the table for the Cowboys to draft Moon, and I literally broke down.
Yeah. You know, Greg, I can't quite put the reason why Tech Stram did it.
Well, yes, and I wrote about that. I wrote about that fact in that article.
The best part of it is instead they went with vote for it, Danny White.
Yes,
Hey,
exactly.
there's nothing wrong with
Hey,
Danny
don't
White.
disrespect Danny White.
Yeah,
He
well,
was
Actually,
the
Danny White was
Cowboys
another
so
one of those
bunch of
double. He was a double All-American punter and
Yes, punter. Yep.
punter and quarterback. Yep.
Yep. And
I
he
mean, of
punted
course,
in the
Will
NFL as well.
won on
Will
that.
hit me with a now this hit me with a double. Well, I guess high school All-Star. You know, guy who was a double high school All-Star, All-American, or maybe it's All-American in one position, but All-Star at two.
No, he was a 3-time All-American in college.
Right.
And played quarterback against Joe Montana in high school. And I was asked, and he was an All-Pro in the NFL. And I asked Bill if he knew who the player was. He did not know. I asked Bill a question about the 80s football. He did not know.
I didn't know until you told me the holdout thing, and then it clicked. I remembered who it was then. Because it was such big news because of who he was holding out. It'd be like, really? That's the guy who's holding out?
Exactly.
I also did an article in February for Black History Month about the man who should have been the first African American to win a Heisman Trophy if he had not been racially targeted when he went to play a certain opponent, Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Johnny Bright.
Johnny Bright, who also had a terrific Canadian career, as memory serves.
Yeah, that's right. In the same city as Warren Moon, Edmonton.
Yep.
Jolene's doing all this work for the mock, and we won't even let her pick when it's her turn. That's terrible.
Yeah. No one
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
But yes, Jolene,
It's all Greg's
whenever
fault.
you're ready.
All righty. On.
Wait, do you want to hear a trade offer?
No.
Damn.
Well,
That was like me at every rap party talking to a girl.
Nope.
Do you want
You know, it's not
I'm done trading.
it's not how
Um,
it's not about getting rejected or not. It's about how you respond to it.
Yeah. You will trade with me.
so
Did you want to?
Broncos
Yeah, go ahead.
with the 233 pick, we're going to try our luck with Jackson State receivers again with Dallas Daniels.
Hey,
That's
yes.
great. Did you? So, Jolene, just out of curiosity, because I know you know tons of players. Did you know who Dallas Daniels was before I drafted him in the last draft?
I did, believe it or not.
Nice.
Yes, as I was playing, yeah.
He's a really good player. And what's funny about Denver drafting him is that my comp for him is Montel Washington, who is, of course, a Denver Bronco.
Bronco, yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
but
Stanford.
Latrell is tiny.
Yep.
Having
So Stanford's football program was created of whole cloth by a Heisman Trophy winner named Pat Sullivan, who went there and was their head coach and what do you call it? AD. And Stanford did not have a football program before he got there, and he created it out of his own sweat of his own brow.
All right, the Rams are now up.
All
That's a
right.
great pick, by the way. I love the pick.
Yep.
Thank you.
I was about to draft somebody, then it turns out he was already picked. So
that'll happen.
Yeah,
Brock apparently is still waving a trade offer furiously. If you're interested,
And I'm still offering Kevin Dotson. I almost forgot his name.
Yes, that's not a good sign. But yes.
By the way, Jolene, I'm just trying to let you know you're not allowed to any more trade downs for Denver because there's only one more space on the position screen.
Yeah, no, I'm done trading down.
You filled up the whole bingo card.
So
Captain trade down.
Will, did you not see where she brutally rejected me?
Yeah,
Like,
we all enjoyed that tremendously.
Yeah, we all saw that. It's all good, man.
I know that's the best part is being embarrassing for everybody. Like that just took me back to 18 years old.
Yes.
Yes. Right there again. Like, I was like, damn, this shit
Right
hurt. Damn.
So both
honestly, it happened so quick that it probably shouldn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, you just gotta move on to the next.
No, it's like a really sharp knife. A really sharp knife
Yeah.
can hurt. Takes you a while to
Very
realize
sharp.
you're dead.
Yeah, actually, I'm
Honestly, it
DMing
wasn't even
right
a
now
knife.
saying
Kinda
that I'm
got
such a
shot.
nice guy that you should trade.
Hey,
me.
Jim.
Yeah.
How would you like from the Baltimore Ravens?
No.
Devin Duvernay to the Rams, or to the Rams. Yeah. How would you like Devin Duvernay?
So you have
No, because you see the Rams are missing a linebacker. So unless you're unless it's a linebacker, it doesn't.
Hey, guys, let him pick.
We're so close to the end. Come on, kids. Focus.
The Rams are going to select Drake Thomas, linebacker, North Carolina State.
Okay. I see that. I was just making sure Jim knew there were trade offers. That's all. I didn't mean for it to devolve into what it.
Madness.
But Greg is involved, as you know.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get the Ravens back in one more time here.
I've got an offer for the Ravens for New England's pick at 245 if the player I want isn't there. The player I'm offering to trade for is Malik Harrison, who's got 1 year left on his rookie deal. He's currently the backup to Queen and to Roquan Smith. But
No, I already traded Queen, so that's a no-go. I'm keeping him.
okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Who
That
was
was
the
worth
Ram
a
pick?
try.
Oh, sorry. The
Drake
Rams
Thompson.
pick. Yeah, it was Drake Thompson. The linebacker from
NC State.
NC State. Right? NC State is correct, is it not?
Yeah,
correct.
Yes, sir. All right, and then the Packers pick is Thomas Incoom.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That's a slow clapper right there. Slow clap pick. That's very.
I like
good.
that pick. I like that pick.
Michigan.
I like
You know
him better
who-
than some of
Who
the
would
edge-
like that pick? Who would like that pick a whole lot, Bill? Our buddy Jeff Barnes.
Yes, Jeff Barnes. I know those people would like that pick. Yeah.
No, I think Incombe is a better edge pick than about 5 or 6 of the ones that have gone recently. Like he's got a little bit more upside to him.
He's really explosive.
Yep.
Just a late
Number
bloomer.
10, back on the clock.
Oh, who did the Packers take?
Thomas Incoom.
Thomas Incoom from.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
That was your pick? Nice.
You can't have him.
Oh man.
Not no
Okay.
more.
Back to the drawing board.
You want a good edge? I'll send you a DM.
No trades. No trades.
No, not a trade. I was just going to send your name.
He wants to feed you a player, but quiet.
I'm just
like. I did scout. I have scout and ranked 60 edges.
My goodness.
I got you. If you
Good
want.
lord.
I think I'm okay.
I stopped at 55 edges. You got
How many y'all think get drafted?
Yeah, I think right. But yeah, I did.
Well-
I had done 55 this year. That was enough.
How many do y'all have draftable grades on?
For what league? I'm kidding.
Yeah, for what league? But
I'm sort of picky. I have only about 25 that I said would have draftable grades on, but several of them are not picked yet.
Right.
So
and since we're all like whipping ours out to measure it, I rank 67 if that's the game we're playing.
yeah, you go, buddy.
Yeah.
There you are.
Bill would have the biggest one, wouldn't he?
Boy.
Let's not do that.
Let's not.
I pretend you guys
God.
were on mute for that. Thank you.
That's that message. The subtext is, I wish you were on mute for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Okay. I think I'm looking sort of safety corner here. This guy actually just switched to safety from corner. Had a solid year too. Let me get Anthony Johnson Jr. from Iowa State.
Okay.
Yep.
Have we gotten all the Anthony Johnsons?
I believe the run on Anthony
think
Johnson
they're-
is finally coming in. Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
one's still on the board, but I like him better than the other, the one that just got picked.
Yeah, no, I guess we have not picked them all. So okay, just making sure we're picking the right
Oh,
one.
yeah. No, he's still. Yeah, the other one's
Okay.
still there. Yeah.
It's like
Do you
a
want
Chris
him
Smith.
as safety or corner?
It's like Chris Smith. You know, there's like I think there's a
Yes.
three. There might be four. Chris
Right.
Smith.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a Virginia Cavaliers fan, you're about as angry as President Trump, and you're saying you picked the wrong Anthony Johnson. You should have picked the corner.
Easy now.
I'll refrain from talking politics. I just wanted to make my point.
Also refrain from naming players. I almost did it myself, so I was walking a very very thin line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that we're coming to the end of the draft, this UDFA pool is looking ever more intriguing as each pick goes by.
It looks very very good to me. Yeah. It almost dissuades you from picking certain players because you're like, that guy's going to be left over, even though I really like him. I believe that poor Jolene, poor downtrodden, misogynized Jolene is up.
I believe so as well.
All right. Let's see who is around. Man,
This player has a really long name. We might not even have room for him in the Denver box.
Cat. No, I think.
I'm kidding.
Oh gosh, I just have so many to pick from. I think I'm gonna go back to defense, and I'm gonna go Dylan Horton, TCU.
Horton, here's a who.
Horton here's a TCU Horned Frog.
There you go.
Yep.
Horton here's a
All
hit
jokes
code.
aside, for a team that has traded majority of their early draft capital for a quarterback and a head coach, they've really had a lot of picks in the later part of the draft. I'm very interested in seeing if this is going to be a new philosophy if these later picks start hitting. That teams are more willing to trade up their day one or day two picks, and they can get a lot of comp picks in later
I mean, we
rounds.
saw what the Rams did. I mean, obviously, eventually all the wheels fell off it, but they won a Super Bowl before all the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
And realistically, they also got tremendously injured this season as well, or they probably would have been a playoff team.
I mean, I also feel like if you get a lot of late picks in a draft that has deep talent in it, it's way better than having a lot of late picks in a draft that only has a top 80. So I guess you'd have to look ahead to the next year's draft or whatever when you're making those decisions.
Yes. Okay, Dexter, you are back on the clock, sir.
I don't think teams like that though. They want the candy.
Yes.
I was holding out for Will Mallory, but he got taken. So I'm gonna trust my offensive coordinator / head coach to be creative. I'm gonna draft Hunter. I know how you say his last name. I'll say Lipke. Yeah.
One of Will's favorite players. What's your term? You'll use pet cat, or is that no? It's Greg.
No, it's pet cat is and I get that from No, I got that from Brian Broaddus around the Cowboy. They always have Pet Cat.
Pet Cat, yeah.
Okay, you will notice if you look,
Green Bay first, but yeah.
you will notice if you look at the sheet that I put running back in there, because my rant for the season is that call that guy fullback is ridiculous and an insult to Najee Harris, for instance.
I'll just use him as what's the guy from 49ers? He'll just be that version with Miami.
But he's like
Juszczyk. Kyle
Juszczyk. He's 2/10 of a second faster in the 40 and is a better runner than Juszczyk. That's all I'm saying. He's a really nice chess piece if you want to use him that way, but I think he could be the center of someone's run game who's into like power old school run game like Tennessee.
Come on, Brock. You want Devin Duvernay, don't you, Brock?
Oh, come on.
What?
You want? I can't even offer players anymore. It's so ridiculous. I'm just going to steal.
I mean, Devin Duvernay for a 7th round pick. I mean, isn't he like an All Pro special teamer?
Yeah, I'm about to say the pick is tempting.
See, that's.
But isn't Duvernay only have like 1 year left on his contract?
That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah,
I'm not doing a 1 year rental.
Duvernay also was recruited by Michigan and once visited the campus, so he's got to get rid of him.
Of course.
That's
wow.
You know these things. That's right.
Yeah, Duvernay's Pop Warner team was the Wolverines, and that's why Greg's trying to get rid of him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, but actually, we are going to select a Michigan Wolverine, and we are selecting Ronnie Bell, wide receiver.
Yep, that's fantastic value there.
I will give you my pick, and I'll take James Shore Duvernay off your hands, but you've got to take Parker off my hands to save cap space. I don't think you'll accept that because of the money Parker's getting and the fact that he's older.
Yeah, that's too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if he did take it, of course, the year Lamar wants to leave is when the Ravens try to stock up their wide receiver room.
Yeah, exactly.
That brings us to
the Giants.
I'm gonna check one last time. Any what's the word I'm looking for? Hater, did any responses the last time we reached out to Jeff St. Julius?
That's player on the board.
Okay, I can help him with that. I'm just going to double, triple, quadruple check. This player is still available.
Oh, by the way, this isn't the player. This isn't the person that came back and said he would have taken the trade before, was it? No, that was Jonathan Joyce. Never mind. I'll be over here.
Yeah.
He's trying to get rid of Dotson by any means necessary.
Well, once again, trying to be realistic, I think they're going to trade him for a 6th.
Oh, you're probably right. The selection is in. It is Habakkuk Baldonado from by way of Roma, Italy.
But yeah, that's not a real name.
Yeah,
That's not a real name.
That's spelled HABA.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Double. Okay.
Imagine his first day has like some kind of cultural meeting, and then haters out here just saying it's not a real name.
Oh, it has a definite cultural
Yes, I
meaning
did.
because it's from the Bible, you heathens.
Yeah, like that name is an Ephesians hater.
What's that? Is that the New Testament or Old Testament?
No, he's one of the 3 wise men that met Jesus.
He's
repent of my sins again.
He's a really-
Habakkuk brought the myrrh.
He's a really intriguing edge rusher especially because he hasn't had that much playing time, so there's some upside there. But he has one of the scarier analytics for that position, which is he's got a very good 3-cone, like an excellent 3-cone, and a very poor 10-yard.
How do you say the last name again?
Baldonado.
Baldonado, like Arenado.
Right, BALDONADO.
DON. Yeah.
Say it however you want to say it. It's a fake name.
It's a fake name. Wait till next year. Wait till next year when the guy from Yale, because the guy from Yale is in the transfer portal, and he's portal, and I'm sure he's going to go to a big school. He's a pass rusher from Yale. His name you will positively think is a fake name, and we'll all have to learn it next year because we'll be saying it.
What is it?
Here, I have to actually pull it up to.
Oh, you put a name
that
generator.
bad.
You put in a name generator. That's how these people
yeah.
name their kids.
Yes, that's right. The Wu-Tang name generator.
The Steelers are
Yeah.
up.
Next year, we're gonna have a player named OBD Carter Johnson.
There you go.
Yes.
You are now stratagem mysterious. Boom.
Well, there's actually a player that I want that has a hilarious name that I wish I could trade to go get him, but unfortunately, no one wants to trade for another sucky Raiders players.
Damn right, no one wants those.
Yeah.
They had this.
Does anyone want Brandon Bolden?
No.
Just
Oh,
like
here, I'm
randomly,
done.
anybody just
Anybody?
for whatever, anything.
Anything? I'll take a gift card to Subway. That works.
I
Oh,
would
Subway. Have some
I will-
respect for yourself.
I will actually consider 245 for Thayer Munford Jr. because I do have the Patriots only have 2 or 3 offensive tackles in the depth chart at the moment. I think they have Trent Brown and Riley Rife, and that's it.
Okay. When your pick comes up, come talk to me. I want to see how the board shakes up. But I'm kind of interested. But Terry Munford Jr. does also sound like a Charger, so I might pair him up with Neil Farrell Jr. and send him to the Bolts.
Hey, I'm putting the name of the pass rusher I was mentioning in the chat, and anybody would like to take a shot on.
Holy crap!
He's an actual player. That's very good.
Okay,
Osoro
so
Chukwuwuku.
Chukwu.
Yeah, Osoro Chukwuwuku, that's easy.
What's the
Roy
problem?
said Olakun went to Yale as well, and everybody had a hard time pronouncing his name 5 years ago too.
That's right.
Now everyone can pronounce it.
And these names, these phonetic names are not that hard, but it looks
Chukwu.
overwhelming when you see it.
Yeah,
Osoro
Chukwu, Ifesana Chukwu. I don't know what people are freaking out about.
There you go, baby.
Ezefana Chukwu.
Yeah, it's just right. That's Osoro Chukwu. Isafana.
I feel bad for the announcers.
I call mine also Chuck.
Imagine this is
I've
like
seen
back in
way
the day.
worse.
Herman was trying to say it.
Seen way worse.
It's just
Bill.
long.
Bill.
His name's also
You got-
Chuck.
You have to send that one to Jeff to have him
Oh,
practice starting
not
now.
until Jeff's out of school, because I don't want Jeff to have like any damage to his brain matter because he still has school.
Listen, if you said that to Jeff, he's gonna need to change his clothes from sweating so much.
Anyway, just for the record, really good player. Go see his.
He is. He's a good player.
Good pass rusher.
Too bad John Gruden wasn't such a terrible human, or we could have had him on draft nights trying to say this name.
So who are the Steelers taking here?
Oh, it's the Steelers pick. Oh my
Yeah.
God! Finally, the Steelers
Unless you're
pick.
open for business.
You know, if we hadn't done that trade, we would have. The Steelers in real life right now have a pick at 142, I think, or 140, and the next pick is 241. That's like we just go sleep. Sleep it off for a couple hours.
Right. So
the Pittsburgh
unless
Steelers
you're
are
trading the pick, and I think a couple people may have thrown players at you, but unless
Nope.
you're trading the pick,
We are not trading the freaking pick. It's quarterback Corey Curtis from Gannon, and thank you for not
Very
saying
good.
his name earlier, even though you wanted to. You bastard.
Wow, Steelers already trying to replace Kenny Pickett. Who would have?
No, they have no. Here's the truth: the Steelers have 2 quarterbacks on the roster right now: Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. So they
all you need, baby.
the third guy, and I would love to be able to get rid of Mitchell Trubisky. So
yes, you would.
Corey Curtis was at Ohio State
With the Curtis
and would probably had he been a starter at Ohio State instead of matriculating to D2, would be in a conversation for a first round pick in this draft. So even though he's 1 year overaged, amazing processor, and he threw it. Not only did he throw 84 yards at his pro day, his arm talent is near the top of the class.
And on top of that, he's an above average athlete at the position too.
Yes.
I don't know, but he went to a school called Gannon. That reminds me of Rich Gannon. So that's like you're playing a dangerous game there.
That's
And he was on my podcast, and the Steelers were the team that organized his pro day at Duquesne.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. We did a nice interview with him as well, and we signed him. If he gets drafted to the Steelers, we will be the host of Corey and I will be the hosts of his weekly television show.
There you go.
His
nice.
weekly show,
I'm
that's
holding him
pretty
to it too. He said yes.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about Kenny Pickett, all the Steelers fans here, but I think his career trajectory is right on Daniel Jones's same path. Like he
That's
will
pretty
get
good.
a
40
second
mil a year.
contract. Yeah, he's gonna get a very nice second contract when he, is done with his 5-year or 4-year.
Well, the difference is the
There is
Steelers
no
can
way.
actually evaluate receivers.
Yeah, no way.
By that time, it'll be way more than 40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he's not gonna get a record-breaking deal, but I think he's gonna get a very, very good contract. Probably
Yeah.
3-4 years, nothing long, but
Well,
he's gonna
you're
make at least 200 mil.
what you're describing to me is like I'm the end of my tenure as a Steelers fan because I'm of an age where I won't live to see the next, great team if they sign Kenny Pickett to a long-term contract at like $50 million a year.
What you mean? Y'all made a Super Bowl with Neil O'Donnell. You're fine.
Those days are gone, man. We have free agency now.
Yep.
That's all right.
Oh,
He's gonna
all
get.
right,
He's gonna get sandwiched by Keandre Coburn and KJ Henry, and we won't have to worry about his next contract.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. I just feel like he's a franchise killer because he's good. He's always going to be pretty good and never
Right.
going to be great. And
He's
that's
not
Yeah.
great. Yeah, he's not great.
He's Kirk Cousins, but with aggression.
he's
He
not.
is Kirk Cousins.
He doesn't have the arm talent of Kirk Cousins. He's a little bit better gamer.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I had to pat the final pick.
Yes.
Chad,
Hey,
it is Chad Ryland.
Oh, Chad Riley.
Pitt,
And that's not their final pick. They have one more pick after this.
Oh, he liked me.
The Patriots 245 in real life. Atlanta traded 245 to New England for Jonnu Smith, by the way.
when did that happen though? Did it happen before we started?
That happened back at the start of free agency.
Okay,
Oh, it's the official trade?
I'm double checking. 245 belongs to New England in real life.
Right.
Do you still want to make that
Swiping.
deal for Thayer Munford?
Swipe or no swiping.
What?
Nah, I don't like how you taunted me with the Chargers as a possibility, so I'm gonna let.
Oh
Keith
no,
Munford
that's not
out.
an actual possibility. I'm the Chargers. That was just a joke because we kept making.
I'm sorry.
jingles.
Should I change 245 to New England or not? What's
Yes.
the?
Yep. Yes.
The answer is
I'm
yes.
asking the person who's in charge.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Thank you. Sorry, I just want to.
I appreciate your help, Chris, but yes.
That's to Atlanta.
ahead.
That's a pretty good trade for Atlanta. Who's more productive this season, Jonnu Smith or Kyle Pitts?
So
Kyle
this is a board pick
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
for the Giants.
Okay.
It is.
It is. Give me uno momento.
If you take the guy I want next, I am not going to be a happy camper.
Take the guy he wants next.
So
Wait, are y'all ever happy when y'all go camping?
I think you'll be okay. I'm assuming this is who you wanted. Confirming Demario Douglas is still on the board.
Yep.
Okay. Not anymore. It's Demario Douglas, Liberty.
Excellent
The
player.
Flames.
Excellent player.
Yeah, another guy really helped you on special teams too.
He's in
I
that.
cannot believe this guy has gone this far down. Trey Dean III, safety, Florida.
Well,
Thank you.
his
that's
absolutely terrible combine is one of the reasons why he's still
Yeah, I think he's still running the 40.
That I don't worry about that.
Still running the 40.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Emery-
they put quicksand in it.
Emery Hunt and I are
Like when we have
locked in on Trey Dean.
when you have that nightmare where you're trying to run away from something, and you just like your legs don't work right, and you just feel like you're stuck in this. Yeah, that's
That's reality for some people.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
that's
You know what? Greg, I think Troy D thought he was on the treadmill when he was running his 40.
That's okay. That's fine.
Somebody
Greg,
put a
who was
shit
your
with a
pick?
knee out in front of him at the finish line.
It was Trey D,
Safety.
the
Yep.
third safety, Florida.
The third.
Okay.
The third.
I am taking an FCS player. Anyone want to guess who I'm picking? I'll give you one guess, and then I'm going to announce the pick.
Okay, but hang on. What position?
I'm not
Yeah.
giving away clues. You have to guess.
But here's the problem: if we throw out a bunch of names,
Defense. I'll give you a defense player.
Okay, because I was
So,
going to say because
toss
I got
it in the-
Okay,
toss it. Not if you want to play this, toss it not in the general chat, but specifically to Chris. Your guess in the chat, not out loud. Thank you very much.
in the Zoom chat. In the Zoom
Yes,
chat.
the Zoom
guys.
chat.
Yes,
right.
the chat room. I'm not going to announce it. If you want to guess who I'm going to take, I will. How do I access the chat room here?
Just
No, no,
like
just-
clicking the little-
we're going to just chat directly to you. We're going to chat directly to you, not to everyone.
not the general chat.
Not
directly.
not out loud. I'm just.
So it's
trying
that
to-
thing,
You were saying-
that thing that says iPhone.
Right. So the one
Right
says
here.
iPhone. That's right. That's Chris's iPhone.
I see the chat room. So
So
Go
yes,
ahead.
use the drop
Nobody
down
wanna
to go
guess?
specific to him, to iPhone.
all right. Okay, I'm. Not even close.
Great.
This
Good,
guy,
because I want to pick him
Damn.
later.
Johnny Buchanan, Delaware.
Oh, Donnie.
Machine. The tackling machine.
He's almost Paul Warlow level.
Yeah.
Not
He
quite.
had 23 tackles against Navy. I checked out the tape
Yeah.
and I was intrigued.
Yep.
So
Yep.
That is such a New England.
And he was great.
That
He
should be
was
a war-
great.
that
He
should be
was
a war
great the
crime.
year before- He was great the year before too.
Yeah, very good player.
He's joining us on
That should
draft.
be a war crime.
He's just.
I mean, I think
he'll be
so.
joining us on
he had
draft.
150 total tackles and
be in
23
federal
in
prison for doing that.
Delaware's FCS win over Navy
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah,
So
he'll be joining us on Draft Central, so you can watch him this
Yeah.
coming Wednesday.
yes.
So that's called a tease, kids. But on the next MBS Draft Central, he'll be one of our guests.
Is that what a tease is?
That's one of the definitions.
And
Mr.
also,
Mr.
also your
Seductive,
high school
not
dating
chess
experience.
boys, whatever you.
So your high school dating experience also qualifies. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let
How
me
do you
check.
spell
So far,
Donnie
though.
Buchanan?
It's Jon.
I think it's NNIE, is it not?
It's
Yeah.
NN. Is it
IE.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me double check it.
It's no, it's a Y.
It's
And
a Y.
a
Yeah, I
Y?
was gonna say, I think it's Y.
B-U-C-H-A-N as well, I
Yeah,
suppose.
JOHNNY BUCHANAN. Yep, Johnny Buchanan.
And then I was
And the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep,
Or
and
on
I've got that pick also.
Hey, we have reached the point in the draft where I can't scroll down anymore. That's
Yay.
Yay.
That's
Yay!
my favorite part. That's my favorite part.
Just confirming, Jason Brownlee, I'm pretty sure is still available, but
Yeah.
There's a road. There's a draft choice if ever there was one. Very nice. Good route runner.
yes. Yep. Had a nice little pre-draft process. One of the other guys with decent size and sort of a smaller physically wide receiver class and long arms, 33 and 7/8 inch arms. So yeah, he's going to now his 40 yard dash. I know Greg doesn't care, but that's the only sort of knock on him is he's not a speedster. He's got everything else going for him.
Okay. Need help with spelling here.
Okay, JASON, Jason, and Brownlee is BRON and then LEE.
Brownlee.
Yes.
Okay. Wide receiver.
Yes, wide receiver from Southern Miss, correct.
The Niners.
Is the Niners GM in the room with us?
Yes, he is. Isn't it Brown?
yeah.
It's Brownlee. It's Brownlee with a W, is it not?
Yeah, BROW, like brown, like the color, and then Lee, like Lee's name, like a.
I just had to delete the first
Seeing
one.
the board, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
1 second, guys, because our original pick, we changed this, and I just checking with Corey because he's in school, doing school shit, as they like to
Oh,
say.
okay. I thought you were gonna say he's playing World of Warcraft, but yeah,
No, he has to actually do work now because he was so busy. Okay, I got the
What
picture.
in all?
Let's see. Oh wow, that's cold.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
1, 2, 3. Just checking, make sure I got 1, 2, 3 picks left. Okay, great, super. This is gonna be. Now speaking of people who need help with the spelling.
I'm a bad speller.
Actually, you know what? I knew it's his first name. It's not the last name. Muhammad Diabate, linebacker from Utah. And here's the thing, guys. They lost Al Shahir this year, and Diabate has a lot of warts to his game. I would even a comp that I saw for him was Devin Bush. In terms of his aversion to tackling sometimes.
Yes, right.
But what they asked Al Shahir to do, he's the best player left, or for a long time now to fulfill that role. They have 2 starters. They like to bring in that third guy in certain situations and packages, and I think he might be able to fit that role for them. They have 0 linebacker depth. We added Barnes, but Barnes is more of a Dre Greenlee kind of player, so I feel it's a good fit for San Francisco.
3 board picks in a row coming up. Jesus.
Yep.
That's exciting.
So, do you guys think that if the Niners have another great year, Steve Wilkes will get a head coaching job?
No.
Like to see him get a head coaching job, but because he got kind of the other end of the wrong end of the stick while he was
Again, twice.
He got twice.
Right, that's true. He got the running stick twice. Great. Also,
Arizona and
Carolina. Yeah.
Yep. Sure did.
Okay, so Lee. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, it is Lee. Right. It's Lee. Okay. And so
we're in the home stretch.
Are very much in the home stretch.
Speaking of home stretch, Rangers dominated last night.
The Rangers?
Yes.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, they killed whoever they played. I don't know who they played.
18-3.
Oh, the A's. The A's.
Yep. I don't think he was picked. Double check. Mark Evans.
He's good.
Nope, still there.
Okay.
Available. Not no more.
Not anymore. But right, first in this rather long stretch of. And then next, yes, the ever popular picks the bird. And then next is.
It's not Pine Bluff.
I like Mark Evans. Good pick.
Yep, good player. Good pick. Good.
The Eagles love O-line, man.
They do.
Yeah.
And never had enough.
Nope. Same with D-line.
What's so crazy about the Eagles is all their vets that was from both Super Bowl appearance teams have their backups already on the team.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
The next pick is John Uchukwu, Boise State.
Nice. I'm glad somebody watches football between the Mississippi and the West Coast. Good job, Bill.
We do what we can, my friend. We do what we can.
I'm like, that's the an unbelievable place to go for your career to go to die. Boise State would be even an exception. There's guys playing at Nevada and
you could be one of the 100 best players in America. If you're in Nevada, you're going to be fighting to even be drafted in the 7th round. And then
who's the best one from Nevada?
There's a few, but later. And then let me just confirm. Trey Tucker got picked, right?
Yeah.
Thought so. Trey Tucker did get picked. Okay. Yeah. So it is Matt Landers from Arkansas.
Oh no, I don't think Trey Tucker got picked.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I was just about to say Trey Tucker did not get picked. Yeah.
Oh, well then it is Trey Tucker from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Okay. Do Trey Tucker. Yeah.
You got it.
What was the pick at 249?
Trey Tucker.
No, wait, hold on.
No, that was not the pick.
I'm sorry. That was
Uchukwu. John Uchukwu.
Yeah, my bad.
And I think it's Jon John, I believe. I think he's a
John. What?
Let me double check.
Another fake name. It's
spelling, guys.
Another fake name. Don't worry about it. We got you. I'll get it.
All right.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. 1 second.
So when you guys start
Oh, yeah.
digging too deep, I can't follow.
No, okay. It's okay. This is
My
half
shop
the
is
fun.
What we live for.
It really is. Sadly, it really is. I spend, you don't want to know how much of my life preparing for this moment.
Yeah,
a lot.
No, Bill, we do.
The Steelers are on the clock, are they not?
Yes,
once we get caught up on the board, yes. So you can use this time to field some futile trade offers from.
Nope, it's the last pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We drafted an outside corner earlier, but this nickel cornerback for the Steelers has been an issue since Mike Hilton left. Chris Braswell at Rutgers is a dude that could play safety for you, could rush the passer, he's like he's sort of a multi-tool, but that's exactly what they had in Hilton that they miss. So they like to have the slot lineup and then drop to cover 3. That's the perfect kind of situation for Braswell. Plus, he's very good, a little bit better than Hilton, maybe in the pure coverage of slots and big slots.
He'll make a team.
Yep, definitely.
So Zenny and the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock.
Yep, I am checking that list of available players.
Does the Niners want a backup quarterback?
Possibly, but I don't. What are you offering?
You want Brian Hoyer?
No.
Wow.
They don't really have a backup since they traded away Trey Lance, and
I know they
Hoyer knows the system.
I'm gonna get a UDFA. I'm gonna have 3 guys as undrafted free agents. Have my choice of them, all of whom would be better than Brian Hoyer right now.
Okay.
He's going out of his way to reject you, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to tell you where it's at.
It's all good. If you want to go to UDFA guy,
are you the
10-year pro?
Where is Brian Hoyer right now?
Raiders.
Oakland.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong.
Raiders.
I'm looking to see what's going on there. Wait a second.
I would say if you want somebody on the Raiders, we can make a deal. I'm open to hearing anything.
It's damaged goods.
Well, that was
yeah. Chase Garbers. Yeah, even worse. Bye. I'm hanging up now.
So
do you want Brandon Bolden? It's so like the amount of ex-Raiders on my team is kind of like infuriating.
Yeah, that was quite an explosion of interesting weirdnesses.
That's live, really.
Atlanta.
Yeah, we have the pick. I was waiting for the whatever that was to die down. The pick is in. It is defensive tackle Elijah Chapman from Southern Methodist University. Shout out to your friend and mine, Alex Brown, who helped to hit me up to him preseason and studied him pretty extensively.
Is that an A or an E? I'm sorry.
He's an Elijah, Elijah.
Yeah, I don't have him in the thing here. And it's Chapman, right?
CAT, Chapman.
Chapman. And what's the school?
And he's Southern Methodist University. And as I said, friend of the show, Alex Brown, put him on.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now it makes sense. Sorry, now I follow totally.
Another fun fact. While in high school, he ran the 100 meters. I mean, obviously he's gotten bigger, but he ran sub 11 second 100 meters while he was in high school before he got bigger.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
How tall is he?
Well, he's right around 6 on the nose. He's a smaller, there's a lot of these like little D tackles in this class.
Yeah.
291 pounds, right at 6 feet tall, super athletic, but gets swallowed up sometimes. But if you can keep this kid clean, I mean, not clean, but you know what I mean? If you can keep him on the move, that's what I should have said. You can't really keep him clean. There's no way. Sadly, you can't put a bigger tackle. Can you? Can you? Ha! I have a new idea. You stack a stack tackle, put a tackle in front of it, back behind it. But he's a really good athlete at the position. He just is a little smaller than you'd like.
All right.
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm sorry, buddy. I have to flag you. He
Flag
went back. He went back to school.
God damn it. Okay, no problem.
Wait a
happens.
minute. That's the first time I've ever heard you swear.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen often. Enjoy it.
I mean, unless our friend at SMU can counter that, but it looks like he's
No. You're probably right. I spoke to him preseason, and I forgot to because he was supposed to be. Once again, he was a 5th-year senior, but he decided to become a 6th-year senior, I guess. Okay, no problem. Right, he's going to be a super duper senior now. The next player on the list, then, and I'll double check and make sure he's actually declared for the draft this time. But I think this guy has. Let me just double check.
Oh, so by the way, the latest is they're talking about playing him both ways, Chapman.
Well, I don't blame them. He might be the best athlete on the team.
Yeah, he's playing fullback, H-back along with
Do you have a Bud Light sponsor?
NIL deal, baby. Yep, that's right.
I love them.
Okay, I'm making sure. Okay, good. He did definitely declare because there it is. Sometimes when I'm truly in doubt, is check a guy's Twitter feed, and there's his whole declaration in there. Okay, Grant Gibson, center from North Carolina State University.
It's North Carolina.
State. NC State.
Okay.
NC Wolf Pack.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of teams that don't have any early round picks and loaded up at the end of the draft, and it'll be interesting to see if that's a strategy that Cotton can approve of. The 49ers still have 2 picks left. And this next one is going to be a guy that I guessed when someone said they're picking an FCS defensive player. He was my guess. Isaiah Bolden.
Oh,
cornerback.
I love Isaiah Bolden.
I'll just tell you. I can't spell his name.
Yep.
There. He's playing at a school where the coach is a Hall of Fame cornerback. He's got probably the best corner in the country playing next to him.
Yep.
So he's going to get lost a little bit in that, although get very good sort of training. But when he showed up at NFLPA Bowl, he was the most confident and, easily you just look at them and you think that's the cream of the crop in terms of the corners that they had there. And they had some very good corners. We picked another one of them early in Caleb Evans from BYU.
Yep.
But Bolden is a big sub-4 guy with great movements. His testing was basically off the charts, and he's a good player. And I think he's better suited to be on the outside, but he has experience playing the slot too, which is handy when you're going to be like corner 4. There you go. Giants are on the clock.
And that's a bullet pit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Checking on.
But that's one of the nation transfer. Right?
What's that?
I thought he transferred.
Isaiah
Colorado now, but yes, he means he played with him before.
Well, Dion did, of course, and the other corner did as well. But Isaiah Bolden was done. He and another corner from there, but also came out.
Okay, the pick is in. It is wide receiver Zakari. That's Zakh.
No, went back to school.
Sure? Really? Yeah, for real.
Okay. Matt Landers.
I would have picked him in the second. I would have picked him in the second round.
Okay, so we're back to Matt Landers then.
We're talking about from Stephen at Boston, right? Or
UTSA.
The other one, UTEP, right? Or whatever.
UTSA.
San Antonio. San Antonio.
I got mixed up which school, but yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, just Arkansas for Matt Landers. Yeah.
With a U, right?
Nope. That's his name, Matt Landers.
I thought it had a U in there.
Nope, it's Landers.
Landers.
We are in the compensatory round, or part the 7th.
I love Matt Landers, by the way.
I do too. I can't. This should be a war crime. I'm calling the Hague for sure at 254. No freaking way. He's a redshirt senior or whatever, but damn.
Right. But he's 6'4" and can run. And there's not that many guys you could say that about in this particular class.
No, he's a 4.3, and he's actually a decent route runner as well, and he's long as hell. He's long as
long. I love
radius.
that.
Excellent.
I was torn between Matt Landers and Shaquan, but I went with Shaquan.
Cooler name.
Oh, 49ers again.
The Niners.
Finally, we have reached the 49ers final pick. I know it's hard to believe because there were a gazillion of them in this draft. Why are this player not showing up here? Let's see. Weird spelling. I'm just checking to make sure I got the spelling right. He is a transfer that originally played at Rutgers. And he is famous for scoring 2 touchdowns as an offensive lineman. How's that for a clue? Anybody? I'm not sure. He may have the all-time record for the most touchdowns by an offensive
lineman. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'll give you a second while I find the sheet to throw his name into.
You said Rutgers?
He was at Rutgers and then transferred. He's at a different school now. But
Oh, is this JD? Lorenzo?
No, it is not. He's at Rutgers now. JD.
Oh.
No, this guy he transferred to the West Coast to the Pac-12, and his name is Raekwon O'Neal.
Oh.
So Raekwon O'Neal,
he's still here. Wow.
Has played guard and tackle, but he has there's some skinny about moving him to center. And coincidentally, what the 49ers need is a sort of a game day guy eventually to be able to be a backup at tackle and center. And so feels like a possible fit. I love O'Neal at tackle, except for he's just a little bit on the shorter side. He's got good length, but he's not tall.
Right.
He reminds me of what's the guy that played for Steelers and Browns from SMU? I can't remember his name right now. But he's got the strength of his game is if you like offensive line play, very strong, like vice grip hands. And is very good movement skills for a tackle. I really think he could play all 5 positions. So he may not play them at a super high level, but those guys are very valuable, especially at round 7.
Right.
And 2 touchdowns.
All right, I'm here, Chris.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
I was going to have a hard time pronouncing this name anyway.
I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing this name.
Oh,
Come on, you heard me with my last
better
pick.
than
You think
you
I'm going to be able to get this one?
I believe in you.
Somebody does.
That's that. Don't believe in him.
Well, with the Packers' final pick, we're going to take our backup quarterback now, and that's going to be Tyson Baguette, the quarterback out of Shepherd.
Is it that net or that net?
Baguette.
No,
it's Bayesian, but I'll let you slide. But yeah, it's just Bayesian.
Agent. Yeah.
Bayesian.
Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, and so not that yet, like the French.
It is. and of course, as we all know, by
throughout his NFL career, he's going to be called every damn thing under the book with that.
And as everyone knows by now, his father is one of the great characters. I mean, like White Lonzo Ball level characters, and is a how many times? Some crazy number, 20-something time arm wrestling champion, I believe.
Yeah. He was all over ESPN this morning again.
He's all over
20 years.
He was all over the combine. He was all over the Senior Bowl.
Did I remember this incorrectly? Did he actually win with both arms?
He's won left and right, and he's
never fought.
And he's
never fought me.
Yeah, he'll take on anybody. So hit him up.
I don't need my arm broken today. Thank you, though.
Okay, Saints. Last pick. All right, we're gonna take safety here. Saints like to run a lot of cover 1. So let's get Gravarius Owens from Houston.
Okay. Got it.
Well, I think I got it right. I'm going to look it up.
We're about to find out.
That looks right.
Nope.
Big name.
Nope. It's an A.
Yeah, I'm trying to play a name here.
I got it. That was a fake name because I. There it is. I got it.
That's called Owens.
Owens, get over here.
What's up, G? Gio, come here. Yeah.
That's my head. You get over here.
Time to go.
There we go.
All right. The Bears are up.
Yeah,
Montel.
last chance to fix all those problems from earlier.
Although not the Bears in one black. I'm sorry.
Yep. Do we still have Montel?
Hold on. Did he think that we were done? Let me see. Let me check on him.
I don't think he's in the Zoom anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on him. Hold on.
I don't know how you guys feel. I think Eberflus is actually a pretty underrated coach. I thought he did a lot better than I expected, even though they had a really terrible year.
As a Packer fan, I love it. I think that's complete opposite. I love what.
How many games did they win?
You love, as a Packer fan, I love what they're building there.
They won like 2 games, right?
I love what they're building there. A
more than
5-11 team every year. Yeah, that's great.
I'm just saying, for the roster that they had, they were fairly competitive in more games than they should have been.
And what would you say the reason is that they lost the games they were competitive in?
Bad quarterback play.
That's right. 100%.
Sucks.
Hold on. You guys,
Hey, they also in the game
had the same thing in common.
Actually, you know.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
He blocked your number.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8 is not available.
He gave you a fake number.
He said, "Screw you, Bill."
He gave you a fake number. Oh,
Give him a.
So Montel,
let's just
future
do a
of your
PK.
franchise hinges on
That's all right.
So
Hey, it happens to all of us.
Let's
It happens to all of us, man. It's all good.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sending you a name.
Of course you will.
I'm sending you 2 names because I don't know what they need.
A quarterback.
Well, they do. I could send them one of those too. Here, hang on, Bill. I'm just looking for the right text box.
Hold on. Give me a second. I've got.
They have wide receivers.
Neil Carroll. Here we go.
They have good old Chase Claypool.
Stop it.
They drafted Trey Palmer.
And they got DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet.
Yep.
Robert
So you
Tonyan.
feel better about Claypool or Quentin
Robert
Johnson?
Tonyan.
Yeah,
He's
Robert
a
Tonyan's
bear
good.
now.
Yes.
Wow.
That's awesome. Actually, we all appreciate your help and your concern, but the pick is in, and it's Jason Taylor II.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's not done yet? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bill, you get my vote for that. Gets my vote for the steal of the draft.
That is a huge deal.
Well, a lot of people, the NFL, yeah, I love them, but like this is about where everybody expects them to go.
My safety number 3 in the draft.
Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, he's my
State. Oklahoma State in Stillwater. Not Norman.
Mystery relevant pick will be a what is this? A board pick? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Somebody's got eyes on.
Jason Taylor played all 3 levels. He played actually strong for a season, and then this last year played more in the middle of the field and was sideline to sideline, 6 interceptions, 100 tackles and 6 interceptions as a safety, and he went at pick 258.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that he slips in all these mocks, and I think better than what he is. I know a lot of people have him low, and I don't know why. Like, I can't wait to see what actually happens to him on draft night.
He's going to be a better player
because he was low at the beginning of the season, and it's like a lot of people look at those draft rankings from the beginning of the season, like this board we're using for the simulators. Like his ranking on there reflects maybe what he was like mid to 2021 in terms of people's.
Oh yeah, I mean that's everything. Like nobody has him as a draftable safety in any of the mock draft simulators.
No, we took Finley,
which is incorrect.
We took Finley at 101, which is the steal. He's going to go top 80, maybe better. And I would have taken, if Finley were gone, I would have taken Taylor at 101. No problems, 0 qualms. 100 tackles and 6 interceptions.
Yeah, he's one of my draft crushes, but I don't know. The Packers won't ever take guys I like. So
you have 100 tackles as a safety.
So who is Mr. Irrelevant?
We're about to get the pick. Let me see something here.
This player, has to live up to the hype, considering last year's Mr. Irrelevant.
That'll be
He's got a lot to live up to.
Brock Purdy.
It really does, yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a certain player. Who team?
Let's see. The selection is Connor Galvin from Baylor.
Not a sexy pick.
I wanted it to be Stetson Bennett so bad.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Oh my god.
Either that or Duggan.
The Dallas Cowboys and UDFA have already signed Ben Van Summerburn, Michigan State. He's mine. Okay, done. A phone call made. Done. UDFA.
Isn't it a draft? Don't they have a draft?
Yeah, you guys, Bill and I alluded to this 2 days ago, and we said we'd talk about it today. I do a draft every year that is, 20 or 21 GMs, and we pick an entire roster, like a team, with every position covered from this year's draft class called Draft a Team. So we had this year 21 GMs. We picked each 24 players. And it's a great way to learn about the prospects who will be UDFAs and play in the XFL, USFL, and CFL, etc. It's fun, great fun to figure out, who your corner is going to be, your third corner that you're picking in round 24.
So you're gonna have 24 quarterbacks?
No. One player in each position. You got to have. We had 21 teams this year, so we picked 21 quarterbacks. That's correct.
Yeah, close that.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's some positions are
Gotta
easier.
get one early. Better get one early.
Whoever was updating the team.
It
the
depends
team picks,
how you
the
view it.
Eagles.
It depends how you view it. It's like you can pick a quarterback early that will get a chance in the NFL, but you might get one later who gets something, and you build a much better team around it. So I scored the one from 3 years ago because we started in 2020, and after 3 years we scored the draft. And yes, the two teams that were 1 and 2 picked good quarterbacks, Joe Burrow and the Eagles, Hurts, but they actually separate themselves by picking a few other really great players as well. So it's interesting. The third best team, I think, did not have a very good quarterback, and they were almost the same score. So anyway, it's if you're ever interested, hit me up.
Yes, it is an awesome and something. It's not an easily forgotten experience. I'll put it that way.
Especially not this year when we did it in a week.
Yes, correct. Okay, so for what's the word for?
We're
housekeeping purposes, Jolene and Hader, we just want to make sure. And everyone who is here, and I guess I'm going to email afterwards, please do a little write-up on your two teams you drafted for, what your philosophy was or what you were trying to accomplish, and send it to me. You can copy Hader if you want to as well. So we'll both have it just in case. So I can submit that along with other stuff to the judges panel. We should have that back from them by no later than Tuesday night. And by Wednesday morning, a winner will be declared. And you'll be receiving something.
When do you need to write up by, Bill?
Well, I'd like to get it to the judges. I mean, ideally tomorrow. So the judges panel will have at least a day to go over it before we announce the winner Tuesday night.
So I'll write up tomorrow.
Can I get Bryce Ford Whedon added to the Washington picks?
Oh, is he not there?
Probably not. Things got kind of busy.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of quick picks there, man. It's great.
That is great.
I like that Seattle draft.
Yeah, we're so
draft was it?
Solid draft.
Seattle's draft solid all the way through.
Well, given Seattle had 2 first rounders and supposedly 2 second rounders, but they traded up for Will Levis. Yeah, you're gonna have some pretty good guys in there.
That's true.
And you look at all the value they got late too, like Oliver Tommy and Jacorian Bennett.
Yep.
Not bad.
I think my Browns have
best day 2 of the draft. I think we got a lot of steals there.
The Browns are irrelevant, so
Who cares? But nobody. No, it's no. Come on now, really. Will is
but I
right.
feel like I had a lot of steals in day 2 for the Browns.
The funny thing is, though, you won't really know till a year or two later. That's the funny
You're
thing.
right.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Thank God they got Dorian Williams, because I think everybody else ran over 4.7. So on their whole page. So it's a very good draft, and that was Starling Thomas. There you go. You got 2 fast.
Yes.
And you got to give every one of these classes 4 years, because that's their rookie deals. It's a 4-year deal that these guys are getting.
Or in the case of this, 2 days before we render the judgment. And,
I usually give them about till the end of training camp.
I would say the end of rookie camp for some of them. You can tell.
Like next Friday, all morning long. I don't care whether it's the ESPNs, the PFFs, and all these guys. They're all going to have a grade on the first round already. I don't do grades. Grade is a stupid waste of time.
It
I'll
is.
say what, if I like them?
Almost stop me from doing it, but yes, it is a very, very foolish thing to do.
If I like them, I'll give them about a decade. If I don't, I'll give them about a couple weeks.
Well, the problem is you're grading them off what they did in college, not what they've done in the NFL. You know,
Right.
it's
Exactly.
when you check the.
Pretty much it.
I mean, yeah, okay. If they got a position of need and it matched up with best player available, okay, you got the double whammy.
The best player available though means nothing. It's like who determines?
Means nothing. That's right. That's right. I mean, the JJ and Steven lied to everybody last year when they said it was Smith. When Lewis Sign was actually 14 on their board, Smith was 16. Sign wasn't taken. They did not go best player available.
Right.
They said that. Jerry sat there and showed the board. You remember?
No. He showed a board that was after. There was a picture of the board before, and it was Lewis Sign who was sitting there at 14, not Tyler Smith, who was at 16. They got caught in it later on. They got caught. Sign
I thought they said
should
that
have been.
though. I could swear they said that.
No.
They said they had Tyler Smith over the guards though.
Yeah. They had Tyler Smith as 16 on their board. Lewis Sign was 14. Bottom line, they got caught again. Got to remember, this is absolute lying season before, during, and after.
100%.
Before, during, and after. It doesn't matter.
Did you see Chris Ballard the other day talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a Zenny question for Will. Will,
Yes.
are you able to send the recorded version of this to Zenny to post?
Yes.
Yeah, I did something really dumb. I just got back from my 8th COVID vaccine, but on the way out, I forgot to set the window so that I'm in the window. That's for transferring the sound. So there you go.
8 COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
He's doing for the record.
Wait, is that a joke or are you serious?
It has reduced my bursitis pain to basically my arthritic pain to 0 in the bursitis case and the arthritic pain to approximately 10%.
How many arms do you have?
Oh, wow.
And I filled out an adverse reaction to the drug form. I told everything, but in this stupidly politicized world, it's difficult to get people to properly, evaluate you. So I had to be my own doctor, even with my doctors.
Wow. Hey, Zenny, is just today or all 3 days?
Just today, sir.
Okay, so it's saying it's not quite ready yet, but when it is, I will.
Oh yeah, whenever you're ready, sure.
It has to, it takes a little while to get it rolling.
Well, I understand. Yeah, I would imagine it's a huge thing. Yeah. Hey, is Stephen Bennett still on the board?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Holy drop, Batman.
Well, I wouldn't say drop. I mean, if you look at the record of quarterbacks that play the way he plays, I was a big Stephon LaForest fan when he came out of Louisville, but I wasn't surprised that things didn't quite work out for him. He could probably make his way into another league, and if he kills it in another league, get a chance in the NFL. That would be probably his best shot.
You have no idea how much of a blow that is to Georgia.
Well, they flipped. I mean, talk about turning 180. They kept booing him, right? Every time he took the field because they wanted Daniels out there. And then Daniels gets hurt, and then Daniels gets hurt again, and then Daniels transfers. But the guy they wanted was JT Daniels. They didn't fall in love with him basically till the second national championship.
Don't tell that to Kirby Smart, because he's on television seemingly every day extolling the virtue.
Oh, well, I mean, Kirby Smart,
way before the draft.
Yeah, I mean, one, you have to talk up your players if you want to keep getting players. You can't say, this guy is straight up mid, but thank you for the ring. You can't do that. I mean, that's not how
he did have Justin Fields in his backyard, you know.
Yeah, I
he
mean,
didn't talk him up.
Right. Well,
I'm just saying.
That's a guy that wasn't his guy. I mean, there's no national championship attached to that guy.
But my point is that to take your statement to its logical conclusion, he should not have said that about anybody. Right?
Everybody talks up their players.
He should not have been derisive.
Good. Now, in order
he should not have been derisive of Justin.
I apologize for talking over you. My apologies. In order to maintain good relations with NFL scouts, on the low, you may tell them the truth. But publicly, you have to always extol the virtues of your players, or you won't get more players.
But Bill, what I'm saying down here is the way they treated Justin almost wrecked Georgia football, okay?
Right, I remember. I was there.
No, but you weren't here.
I mean, not physically there, but I followed his entire recruitment process.
It's another thing to live down here. Come on. Just take the L. Just take the L.
It's not an L. I'm aware of what happened.
No, you're not. Not like I am. Take the L.
Sorry to interrupt this interaction. Just Bill, would you like to sign off, because I'm going to stop the live stream? Keeping the room open.
Oh, you can stop the live stream. Yes.
But just say sign it off, because it's going to show up as the end.
Yes, certainly. So everyone, once again, thank you so much for your time, your talent, your attention. Good to see Lee fight his way through sleep deprivation and everything else way down in New Zealand to be with us at the end. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, and Lee, are you okay with the picks you ended up with?
Yeah, no, that's fine. A lot of them, I knew they were going to go in like the 6th, 7th round anyway. But yeah.
Just wanted to make sure, because some of the guys you wanted were not available, and the ones that, I tried to get you the best guys available if the guys you wanted.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Thanks, Bill. Thank you for that.
And then government, solid work. And of course, Hater, I couldn't do this without you. But of course, the real MVP, of course, is the MVJ.
Jolene.
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 The real MVP.
The MVJ.
MVJ, exactly. Most valuable Jolene.
All right.
And Will.
See you next year.
See you in a year, yes.
Macapalooza 10.
Macapalooza 10.
But something super special for the 10th annual.
We'll all be exactly the same, except for we'll be older and not less fun.